Well, hello there. Tonight we are going to be experiencing one of the greatest of the Babylon 5 episodes, Season 2, Episode 9, The Coming of Shadows. Guess who's coming, folks? Well, this is a great episode. Lots of discussions here, lots of thinking, lots of philosophy, lots of underhanded dealings and stuff going on, tragic declines, and yet hope for the future. So it's got it all, folks. And so without further ado, I'm going to be introducing our panelists. We have a raid that will be coming shortly from Mr. Brown Alliance. At the end, some folks decided to send in some super chats. So they'll be delayed a little bit, but shortly we will have an influx of folks from the Alliance. So, how about this gentleman? Howdy, sir.
Good morning. It's morning my time.
Yeah.
Well, it's my time. Hint, Mr. Brown. Yes, This episode, I was watching it earlier on today and I'm thinking, my God, you compare the writing for this with My Dad's Coming Home from Tom Holland. There's no comparison. So I was literally, the writing was, and this episode is every step is a tragedy. In the actual meaning of the word, like a Greek tragedy.
Oh yeah, Veer, man, he had some powerful moments, just small ones, but he had powerful moments, man. He's our good friend Veer, and we also have a good friend from the non-fictional world here.
Hey, what the hell are we supposed to use, man? Harsh language?
I'd like to keep this handy for close encounters.
I heard that.
We're avoiding the harsh language here. Hello, sir. Okay, I never know what you're going to say.
Keep you guessing.
No.
Although you did just make a liar out of me in the chat. I just told I just told Scott that you told somebody that you know everything. Mike, that's who I told.
You told Mike that I know everything. Well, he knows better. Mike knows better.
No. Mike was wondering why you hadn't sent him a link.
Oh,
but he has massive insomnia, or had massive insomnia last night, so he is not going to make it anywhere near halfway through the show.
Oh,
so it's just as well you didn't send him the link. And I said, well, Lawrence knows everything.
Well, as you are here, Mike, dude, because I'm not sure on Sunday nights when doing Babylon 5 if you want one or not, but definitely you're always welcome. And I asked Eliza to type in the chat see if you wanted to come on. But next week I'll give you a link. But I think this coming Friday we're doing. We're going to finalize it this week. We're probably going to be doing the Stratocaster, the Fender Stratocaster, on a Friday night music stream with Mike Gorley. So that's something to look forward to. And speaking of the aforementioned wife, Liza Sahido is here and present. Thank Jaquan, she's here.
Hello.
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 How are you?
Oh, sorry. Distracted. Reading emails here. Multitasking.
And a very happy...
I'm fived up.
Yeah.
And a very happy Mother's Day to the mother of so many cats.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think it's right now about 7. If we count the outdoor cats, which most are.
Well, technically, I mean, we're taking care of all of them, but really, we have 2 babies. 2 babies.
Yeah, we have 2. Because
2
the
official
others,
babies.
Yeah, 2, yes. The 5 of them are pretty much they'll eat food, but otherwise they're outdoor cats because they're not as
I
friendly
saw
as they
them
could
group
be.
hunting a rabbit.
Yeah.
They are fast.
And
Yes, rabbits are.
Cats. The cats are fast.
Well, the rabbits were just a little faster.
A little faster this time.
Well, anyway, folks, so what was happening there at the end of Mr. Brown, they got some super chats right at the end. Our friend Istophobos got one right at the end. It's like, dude, could have done that a little earlier. All right, so anyway, we're about to begin a major dramatic episode here. Not a lot of fun moments, but very gripping moments, shall we say.
Also, the episode for which this season is named, if I remember correctly.
Okay, yeah.
Coming of
Well,
Shadows,
this is where, the whole season is about the coming
The
of
season
the
is
shadows.
named The Coming of Shadows.
Yes, well, it's about it, too.
Yeah.
Because the shadows are coming little by little. In this episode, we get a bigger taste. But this is the point where the story starts coming together and we find out we get hints at the importance of the Vorlons. We get hints as to what's coming. And we also get hints at some hope with a visiting ranger that stops by.
Yeah.
And then a message from the past. I saw Commander Sinclair in Brown's chat, and I told him that we would be showcasing this episode tonight. Hopefully you'll be able to stop by. But anyway, here we go.
I just can't wait to see Morden again in this. He has such amazing scenes in this episode. Wait.
Morden.
Oh, never mind.
Wait, have we met Morden yet?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we? Oh gosh. Brain fart. Brain
Yeah.
fart.
Just name the target.
Yeah, just name
Oh,
it. We've
right.
met him
Yes,
every-
we are actively at war.
You are a lunatic.
Yes.
Yeah, in fact, I'm looking for that one right here. What is it? Right.
Yes, look. What do you want?
That's what I was going to ask you. What do you want?
You are a lunatic. Go away. Pester someone else.
But
Awesome.
Go
he
away.
should have said that tonight. But no, this is when, I think Londo has already started his tragic fall, but tonight it gets a lot deeper quick. But anyway, we are
Gavin
now
Unit, you can assume that we are. Yes.
assume that we are what?
Doing spoilers.
Well, I think this.
Well, we're going to spoil what's happening in this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This episode.
Yeah, but because I'm just thinking I'm not sure how much spoilers would necessarily come out of it. Some of them tend to be more lend themselves ease to spoilers for things that are going to happen later on in other episodes, I think.
Well, look at this right here. They're broadcasting something really important. Did you know that Centauri Prime is the homeworld of the Centauri Republic?
What? That's just nuts.
Amazing what's in a name. All right. And then we get views like this. Oh, my goodness.
Just a model.
Yeah, this
Oh, come on. Somebody was supposed to shush me on that.
was supposed to work as Camelot,
Well, I tell you what the thing is. Does anybody else think that those turrets look ever so slightly shadowy?
They look like nuclear cooling towers to me.
Yeah, no, yeah. And I'm sort of half of my brain is currently channeling Lisa Simpson. That song about we have the turrets, but they have the power, whatever it is. But I'm thinking the spikes and that on them. There's something about them that looks.
They're very, very, very more gothic.
Yeah.
Oh, what are those things?
5G antennas.
Yeah, we discussed this before. What those things are.
Sandworms.
I was not expecting that. But something about the distinction between, kind of like gargoyle-like things on buildings.
Oh, yeah. Crap. What's the word? I can't think of it.
Gargoyles or grotesques?
Grotesques. That's the word.
But this would be neither.
Yeah, a gargoyle has a spout for water, a grotesque doesn't.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. And the little boy peeing into a fountain?
Is a completely different thing.
Mannequin piece in Belgium. No, one thing is, if you think about it, when we've seen the shadow fighters, the small ones that sort of burp when they shoot.
Yeah.
That's what those tales remind me of.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
just a little bit.
This would be the royal palace on Centauri Prime, and we're about to see the inside of it as well. There we have before you is Emperor Turhan, and with his back toward you is Prime Minister Malachi, I believe. Interesting point. I think in the credits coming up, we'll see it. They're listed as just Prime Minister and Emperor, but the first names of the actors are actually Turhan and Malachi.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm not sure. I'm not sure they actually gave names for either of them.
Yeah, but I think at one point they did call him Prime Minister Malachi. Maybe
possibly, yeah.
In past reference.
Okay, it's Turhan Bey and Malachi Throne, isn't it?
Thanks for stopping by, DJ Play Nice.
Thanks, DJ.
Yes, awesome to see you again.
Is everything ready? I don't know if we need to do these here, but at least the information will be before us, because it is important for us to know, as we discuss this, that his liner is standing by, and they have
adequate warships. Yeah,
they have adequate warships. They didn't do any overkill here.
There is no such thing as overkill. There is only open fire, and I have to reload.
Yep.
Well, I'm fine.
Well, adequate for protection, and they're prepared to set forth as soon as we arrive. So let's go. Come on. No. As soon as I arrive, you're going to stay here. I don't want to stay here. Come on, man. No, you have to stay here. You're the Prime Minister. But Dad, no, you're staying here, and that's final.
Yeah, that's essentially the conversation. Malachi, the Prime Minister, has to stay there because, he's the second in command, basically. And so when the Emperor's gone, he needs somebody, he needs a heavyweight there at home.
Well, but it makes sense. I mean, if you think about it, how often does the president and the vice president appear anywhere together?
Never, aside from in the White House or in Congress.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking, for exactly the same reason,
Yeah. Well, here
don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Here we also have the ladies in white that later we find out
telepaths.
Yeah.
Apart from all the upholstery, guys, you notice there's a statue of the goddess Lee in the back?
Oh, yes.
I did not notice.
Yep.
Sure enough, there is.
Yep. The one that, what do you call it? Londo explains to Lanier.
And I'm sure it couldn't possibly be the exact same prop.
No, this one is a bit taller than the one that he shows to Lanier.
Sure.
Oh,
no, it is.
So this is Lee.
We're going to see that one in Londo's quarters soon, so we will see then.
No, I think the one in Londo's quarters is much smaller.
It's not.
It's kind of like Shiva. It's like
well, if I remember right, it's
reminiscent.
It's kind of female, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess that's the gist of this story. I don't know.
But you're sick. You're delicate health, which is all the more reason I have to go before I can't. So
yeah.
Okay, got to do it. Yeah. Can't wait any longer. Out of my way.
He's the emperor, man.
I don't need the hair. When you get old like me, you don't care about stuff like that anymore.
Yeah, basically.
No, well, he basically is at a point of in his life where all the hockey pucks have been given. And he has no more pucks to give. We're still in the first half hour, and YouTube prefers that we don't swear at this point.
Well, not to imply that Emperor Turhan was this abrasive person. For those of you who haven't gotten to this episode, he's very we're the ones being abrasive here, but he basically tells Malachi this like, at my age, I'm no longer interested in all the trappings of power. It's not important to me anymore. I just want to be myself.
Yeah, I think I summed it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see later why, because basically this is the first time in his life that he's making his own decision.
That's right. Without a committee.
It kind of reminds you
or handlers,
of that show that aired in your fine country, Colin, called Yes, Prime Minister, where you would assume the Prime Minister's in charge, but you find out pretty shortly he pretty much has to navigate, what everybody else is doing around him. Played very well by Paul Eddington.
Yep.
Okay, let's see here.
Jerry without Margot.
He thinks the women are right when they shave their heads and rise above all this nonsense. Majesty! I'm going to go among them as I am. Shut your mouth.
Yeah, and the later emperor decides to do the same thing. There's no need for further discussion.
In other words, shut your mouth. Always serve me well, old friend. Bye-bye. I don't thank you as much as I should. So thank you. No, he just says goodbye. He doesn't actually thank him.
Well, it was
no, he doesn't. But he doesn't thank him. That's the problem with statements
but it
like
was
that.
implied.
It's like when somebody says, "I owe you an apology," and then they don't apologize.
Yeah.
But it's implied. It's implied.
Yeah. Same with your apology,
But when he says, "I don't thank you as much as I should," and then just says goodbye, it's like, argh!
Yeah.
Well, it's all right.
Kind of missed the point there, dude.
Well, he needs to remain consistent. Up until this point, he has not thanked him as much as he should. So why should he start?
That would have been hilarious. if his line before "should goodbye" had been, "So why should I start now? Goodbye."
Prime Minister Malachi is a bit bummed, but you could see at least, man, his hair is top notch there.
Or his hairpiece, one or the other.
Well, yeah, that's true.
They made his look really natural. That's really an achievement there.
He is slightly more gray than I've been turning lately.
Well, we know what party he belongs to. The
gray?
Oh gosh. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
All right, you're fired. We have to find ourselves a new giant.
I'm the one that makes the slides. All right.
We're just going to have to find ourselves a new giant. That's all. Your cue is, don't say that, Vizzini, please.
What do we have here? We have a lovely looking station, man.
Yeah, it's neat, isn't it?
Yeah. All righty. And as we move along, we have a discussion here between Jakar and
Sheridan.
Our Captain Sheridan. I don't know, Dutch, did you want to...
This visit by the Centauri Emperor is unacceptable to my government. He's a monster, an aberration, a criminal. His family is directly responsible for strip mining my world. His father personally ordered the execution of 100,000 Narns.
But he himself did nothing, am I correct?
A technicality!
In fact, unless I'm mistaken, the current emperor has gone out of his way to give concessions to your world and return lost territory.
Stolen territory!
Whatever. I appreciate the fact that 100 years of blood isn't something you just sweep under the rug. But the bottom line is, Jakar, that is not my problem. This station is open to everyone. Now, if the Emperor wants to come and visit Babylon 5, I think it's great. It raises our visibility and helps the folks back home think that maybe we're doing some good.
So you're going to allow this, even over my objections?
What, did I suddenly turn invisible or something? Yes, Ambassador, the Emperor is allowed to come aboard. Now, if this bothers you, I suggest you stay in your quarters, stick your fingers in your ears, and hum real loud until it's over. unless you like to try something as breathtakingly rational as opening a discussion
or dialogue.
G'Kar, you are in a position to negotiate directly with the head of the Centauri Republic, and you're wasting it on a tantrum.
Dude, I wouldn't have called it that.
I shouldn't have expected you to understand, Captain. My mistake. It won't happen again. I will not make it again. G'Kar, real quick, G'Kar, don't do something we'll both regret. It's too late for that, Captain. Too late by far.
So the tragedy begins.
Yes.
And so it begins.
I would have had Garibaldi watching G'Kar after he left his office at this point. That was a threat. That was totally a threat.
Yeah.
And so it begins.
Well, now here's the thing. There's a lot in there. Yeah, the sins of the father do not necessarily get passed down to the son.
They never get passed down to the son. If the son chooses to make his own sins, they are his sins. The sins of the father do not pass down to the son.
At least they shouldn't, but yeah, we don't have any. I mean, it doesn't seem like the Book of Jaquan would condone what G'Kar, would support this. Yes,
but you think about this. This is the only character in the entire series who can actually make, I think one of his most best points is a very short line in the later one. I can't remember which episode it's in, when he turns around and says to, I think it's Sheridan, even among your people, there were those for whom the words never again have special meaning. And that's the only character that could carry that off. And he shows that here.
Yeah.
I mean, Andrea Skounis is acting and the writing for the character there. I mean,
I'm not sure, but I think it's this episode.
Could be. Could be.
What is it?
Yeah.
He says there are those among your people for whom the words never again have meaning. I think it's in this episode he says that.
I can't remember. I don't remember saying it in this one, but I did skip a couple.
I just watched it an hour ago. So
yeah. I watched the early one today.
Literally, it's an hour ago. I set it up to end right at 7:00 Eastern time.
Well, he's been kind of like the bad guy up through this point. He's shown signs of being intelligent and also
wise,
understanding and wise. But he's had one sticking point, and that has been that, the Centauri had basically ruled over them for, over 100 years. And it was recent enough that it's still there. And, of course, nothing has been resolved other than, due to a war of attrition. The Centauri are no longer in occupation of the Narn. The Narn have been building themselves back up, and basically a lot of them have had their eyes on revenge, or at least G'Kar has, and that's how it kind of started off.
G'Kar stopped being a bad guy when he investigated Zahadum.
Yeah,
precisely, because he saw, the entire galaxy's in danger. I better find allies. I think he at one point it might be in this episode where he approaches a Londo about aligning against the
No, that was the previous episode. This time he just simply wants to share a drink and maybe look forward to the future.
But he's still in this episode is planning on assassinating the Emperor.
But
so he's a little bit of a
I would say that that G'Kar has not been that G'Kar stopped being the bad guy when he turned around to Catherine Sakai and said, "No one here is exactly what they seem."
Very true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very
That point,
true.
at which place you have to understand everyone is wearing some sort of mask. Everyone, by the very nature of sentient life, especially since they're all humans, obviously based on humanity. That's how that works. Everybody's got their own point. From his point of view, he sees things happening. As you said, I mean, he's old enough to remember the occupation. The occupation ended in his lifetime.
Mm-hmm. And he's
Yeah, this is very, very. I mean, one can sympathize with him. This was very recent past for the Narns. I mean, his father was killed during the occupation.
Yeah, exactly.
Not sure when in their history, like when in Jakar's life or in his childhood, did the occupation end? It was something very,
sure.
very recent. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is also, I mean, I can see this because of my advanced age, and I'm not putting anybody younger than me down, but you have to remember this was in 1990. This was in the 90s. What this reminds me of very, very much is my parents' generation. Not obviously, but in Europe, for example, or in Asia, in some parts of Asia, you had people who had lived through an occupation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, by the time this is written, people are older. They're not necessarily done, they're not necessarily done that old, but you still had a generation, which is one reason why, at the risk of a slight tangent, Paul Verhoeven did what he did with Starship Troopers because he remembered being occupied. So you've got someone here, this character, who has lived through an occupation of their home. So, and that has got to give him a certain point of view, which he would have to be incredibly more than a saint to actually be able to overcome completely.
Yeah.
Not let it cut his viewpoint.
Yeah, the
and
Centauri.
then there wouldn't be as good of a story. The whole thing is we need to see Jakar rise, and I agree with Gavin in the chat when later Jakar has his epiphany. That's really when things start opening up. He's on the path there. He's already been on the path, but he hasn't really quite gotten there. And
the Centauri occupation of Narn was a brutal century-long subjugation from 2109 to 2231, which is just 28 years before this. So Jakar had to have been at least in his 20s. So
like the 100 Years' War, increasingly misnamed.
Yeah. Or like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, increasingly misnamed trilogy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the word occupation seems a little bit like a euphemism. It's a brutal invasion and a graping of a land and of a people.
That's why this said brutal century-long subjugation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In which the Centauri Republic enslaved the Narn, stripped their planet of resources, and devastated its ecology.
Exactly right.
Well, that's the beginning of the episode, setting it up, and I believe there we see the ship arriving and the title.
This was really odd to me. That is this the Emperor's shuttle?
No.
Oh, okay. When the Emperor's shuttle
arriving.
Oh, you're right. So go on. Sorry.
We'll see that when he arrives, but we're going to do double duty here. I'll talk about the scene a little bit, but basically we're seeing the guest stars here.
Love his first name, not Frederick. Fredrick.
Fredrick. Yep, Lehne, I assume, and he plays Ranger. They didn't believe in names.
Oh yeah, German or Dutch.
Yeah,
he's just Ranger, but that's the gentleman right there on the right. He got Curly Guy to check him in. I think he deserves Zach Everyone wants to be checked in by Zach.
This is the first time we see Zach, or we've seen Zach before. I can't
No,
remember.
we've seen Zach.
No, we've seen him before, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
With
Carter.
the Talia husband episode.
Yeah.
Amanda Carter, no relation to John.
Or is he?
But basically, he's checking in, and we'll talk about him. But here we see the Prime Minister, and later, I swear, they do refer to him, not in this episode, but another episode in the past tense. They refer to him as Prime Minister Malachi. So they use the name of the actor. Malachi Throne. That's a great name.
Yeah, serious.
Okay. The interest. Okay. I don't know. I'll wait for the next one to come up. But
there's a little one in between.
Okay.
So the guy glances over, the guy that arrives there, who's a ranger. I'll spoil that now. Looks over, and Garibaldi's talking to a blonde.
Does he just have a weakness for blondes? Well, no. Lise is not a blonde. Never mind.
No, and that's really blonde. But anyway, Jeff
Conaway as Zach Allen. Should say
the name.
Should say Jeff Kanicki Conaway.
Kanicki.
Grease. It was the role. It was the role he was known for before Babylon 5.
Wait, he was in Greece? Who?
He played Kanicki.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't remember. I have to.
Oh my God! If you don't remember Kanicki, you don't remember the movie.
No, but then again, the only thing I really remember from Greece is Olivia Newton-John. So can you blame me?
Hubba.
Olivia Neutron Bomb.
I think
there's a reason she got that nickname.
Oh hell yeah!
I think I've just seen pieces of it. I'm not really a musical. I mean, I'm a musical, but not really musical.
What?
I enjoyed Xanadu more than Grease.
Now you've put that song
I like
in my
the
head.
Rush song,
Fuck.
Xanadu.
What?
That's it. Now you've put that song in my head. Fuck.
Oh yes.
The Rush song?
No, the Blondie song.
Yeah, no, I don't
Blondie
think
song.
Oh, Blondie.
Xanadu, dun 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 dun.
Right there.
Xanadu.
Deborah Harry.
That was Olivia Newton-John, not Blondie.
What's another title of the song? Yeah, that was Olivia Newton-John. That was.
It was
Oh,
Olivia
that was Olivia
Newton-John.
Newton-John.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, so it's not Deborah Harry.
Yeah.
She doesn't count.
Have
There
to
we go.
believe we are magic. Nothing can stand in our way.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
They
My
love
father
Olivia
listened.
Newton-John
My
on
father
Red
listens
Dwarf.
to those songs endlessly through my childhood. Endlessly. Look, it's Centauri ships, and I love the formation.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Three
what was
behind,
the
three
formation?
ahead in staggered 2x1 formation.
Yep.
Okay.
And tons of fighters.
Mhm.
After the Emperor has made his speech, I've arranged for him to give you an audience. The whole thing will be recorded. Does he know what it's about? He believes it's nothing more than a progress report on your situation here.
Yes, you're doing the voice of William Forward very well here.
Well, thank you. It is not very difficult. We've taken the liberty of writing your speech for you.
And of course, they're talking about the emperor who's listed there, Turhan.
Now
Bey.
that's in. What else was interesting, right? You've got the prime minister is played by Malachi Throne. A throne being where an emperor sits, right?
Yeah.
And the emperor is played by Turhan Bey, and Bey is the governor of a district or province governor in the Ottoman Empire. So it's almost should be the other way around. The guy who's named Throne should surely be the emperor. The guy who's named governor should be the prime minister. You know,
Well,
it's just
that would have been a bit
What
of
a
a
weird-
hassle to just
Yeah, but
rename
what-
yourself for a role.
no. But I mean, one of those weird coincidences.
Yeah, I
You know,
know.
one of those
No,
weird
it is cool.
coincidences that Malachi Throne isn't playing the emperor and Turhan.
I wonder
Well-
why this guy Refa thinks he can order Londo around when Londo was supposedly the one with the contact with Mr. Morden.
Yeah, but he hasn't let out the secret about that yet.
Correct.
He doesn't let Refa know. But you would think Refa would be more intimidated.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I guess
Because
because you remember we find out later that Londo got the position because no one else wanted it. It was kind of looked down upon at first, and he's only just now starting to ascend. But Refa, he's been in there conniving and working and manipulating all along. So he still thinks he's the bee's knees.
But as you said, he doesn't know where Londo's power comes from, and so he should be very scared of him. And he seems to be the one running the show here.
This is
he's
him.
got plans.
This is him raising his hackles, lifting his tail, baring his teeth. He's basically trying to establish that he is Londo's superior, and Londo has been letting him.
Exactly. And I'm wondering, why is Londo, being as an astute politician as he is, why is he allowing this?
He's climbing the ladder.
Because Londo does not want to climb the ladder much higher than he already is, as he will mention in a few minutes.
I don't know.
He is fine. He is fine with Refa taking the lead on this.
And working behind the
seems
scenes.
like he wants, the only reason he began working with Mr. Morden is because he was able to, Morden was able to, what do you call it?
Help his star rise.
Well, I lost the word, but the thing is, he was tempted by Morden because he does want to rise the ladder. Now, the reasoning for it may be different than from Refa. It could be coming out of an insecurity that, he wants respect, and he thinks that going up the ladder is the only way to get respect.
Just wait a few minutes. He will explain it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, no, I don't
Let
think
us
Lice
see.
is complaining. But I think it's more of a thing of it's just. I think
it just perplexes me that
Yeah,
that he has
get it.
allowed this
Londo
guy to
is
do it.
crafty. He's crafty. He's trying to rise, but he's trying to do it behind the scenes, and he's fine with Refa being the kind of the leader here because that will be the guy who's really
Yeah,
putting
but
his neck on the line.
Refa is positioning him as the face of this movement against the Emperor. And so I know that Londo later turns to Veer and he goes, are you comfortable with this conversation?
Yeah, but then Veer asks him, didn't you want to be emperor? And then he explains, no, and you see why.
Right. But he continues to allow Refa to pull the strings. It's like, no,
Because
Lord
he's
Refa.
fine with him being the emperor. Let him do it.
Yeah,
No, but Refa's
Refa has the
positioning
connections on
him.
Centauri
Yeah.
Prime. Londo's been here, and he's in a high family, but he hasn't been walking the corridors on Centauri Prime like Refa.
There's a difference in motivation.
Yeah.
Refa wants power. Londo sees himself as a patriot. You think, what did he say to Morden? Not, I want power. He said, I want to see the Centauri Republic return to what it was. Londo is a patriot.
Did we just lose Colin?
No.
Londo kind of.
I just heard Colin.
I heard as far as we want to see the Centauri Republic and then he cut off.
Sorry, am I?
I heard him
Can you hear me
finish,
there?
and I hear you right now, Colin. You're fine.
It was on my end, Colin. Sorry.
No, so I know my mic does sometimes click out for some reason.
No, apparently it was on my end. Sorry.
Okay, sorry, no.
Well,
No, I
it
said
seems
basically
like
Londo is a patriot. Refa is after personal power.
I don't think Londo's so much a patriot. I think.
But it is what he said to It is what he said to Morden.
That's what he said. But the thing is, I think he's kind of personified the Centauri Republic and puts the Centauri Republic in his shoes as someone who's been disrespected their whole life. It's his patriotism is a reflection of his personal insecurity, and so he wants to run things. He wants he wants this power to be respected, while Refa just wants power.
Yeah, I said,
But they both want to run things behind the scenes. And the thing is, Refa's positioning himself so that Londo, if something
Yeah,
goes
definitely,
wrong
yeah.
with this plan, that Londo's the face of the plan, and Londo's allowing himself to be manipulated, to be ordered around by this Refa, when really Londo's the one with the cards here.
And
Yeah, but
because he
also-
has the cards, he knows no matter how bad it falls, he will be able to make it better.
So I mean, I still reckon that Londo sees himself as a patriot. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. Possibly because he's possibly because of that. That's why he identifies his position. He sees the Republic for less than what it was, as you said. But I'm still thinking that all the way through, most of the way through this, Londo sees himself as a patriot. Via just is a patriot.
Yeah.
Via is a good man and a patriot. Londo sees himself as a patriot.
Yeah.
I think, you know.
But he's not,
Okay.
because he's conspiring against the
I'm not-
Emperor, and that's
Yeah.
something you don't do.
Yeah,
But go on.
I'll say, but then again, what it depends. What do you do? And it's an important question that people face before now. What do you do when the interests of your nation are not being met by your leaders? If that's how you see it, where do your loyalties lie, with your nation or with your leaders? But yes, you're right. Exactly. I mean, he's conspiring, but he's not conspiring. He's conspiring to change policy rather than necessarily
Plus a lot of
directly.
Plus, a lot of this is coming as a surprise to him. He
Yeah.
wasn't expecting this.
Yeah. He wasn't expecting the power that Morden wields here. But
No, I'm talking what Refa's doing. He wasn't expecting all of this.
Yeah.
That's why he was asking. He's like, so I'm going to be giving this speech. What does the Emperor expect? He's like, I've been experts in psycholinguistics working on it for weeks. It's perfect.
I would be like, why don't you give the speech? I'm not interested.
Because I do not have the position you have. You are the ambassador of Centauri Prime here.
And as the ambassador, I am not going to put myself in a position to
No, you
jeopardize
don't.
my
you don't-
job.
You don't
know?
understand. This speech is perfect, fiery, but
Then
dignified.
you give
elegant.
it, Lord Refa. You are
Eleg-
much more talented than
Elegant
than
but
Londo.
strong. It outlines the decline of our government and our need for change.
I insist, Lord Refa, you should be the one to give the speech. It is you, not me, who should be on the throne of the Centauri.
he's trying to
Tut,
read the
Londo.
lines, and
Tut,
you're
tut,
changing
tut.
the script.
No, tut, Londo. I know you like to argue with me, but this is important. It also makes a few predictions about what will go wrong next
Oh, this is good here. I like this.
with the economy and the military. And these predictions, they will come true.
Oh,
Already arranged.
oh no. At this
Yeah.
point, I would have said,
Look at
you
Londo's
should
face.
give the speech, Lord Refa. This is your moment, Lord Refa. I
Look at
will
Lon-
support you, maybe.
Look at Londo's face there, though, when Refa says that.
Go back. There it is.
Yeah,
Londo's
he's
face.
not sabotaging.
He's not happy.
No, he's
Yeah.
not happy, but
Okay,
he goes
but-
along with it.
But look at
Yeah,
his face. It could
yeah.
also be interpreted as humored interest.
I don't
Yeah, but-
know. I don't think so.
He doesn't look angry.
No,
The
but
thing is, he's not going to contradict. I guess he's not contradicting or going back and forth with Refa here because he wants to stay politically neutral. He
And
doesn't
wants
want
to know
Refa.
what he's up to.
Yes, and so, but I think this is the phase of, oh shit, what is this guy doing?
yeah.
you know.
I mean, he's a rough idea of how the game's played, but like I said, he's realizing that okay. I mean, especially when Refa says what he says next, Londo realizes, okay, this is going to affect ordinary people.
Mm-hmm.
Critical food shipment delayed.
Yeah.
Refa does not give a shite
Nope.
about the people that delayed food shipments, etc.,
Yep.
will cause great deprivation to.
Mm-hmm.
This is how they do it, folks. Problem, reaction, solution.
Yeah.
The people get upset, and then their solution is, well, I guess we just need to change policy and start attacking other worlds more.
Yeah,
that'll give us more food.
But Londo may be, as you said, he's reasonably high rank in society, but like I said, he still has. The way I read it, I think he still has feelings. He does not like the idea of having to put other people.
I agree with
other
that.
Centauri.
I mean, he may accept the necessity, but he does not like it. Refa just doesn't even think about these people.
Yeah.
A word or two in the right ear. A critical food shipment delayed. The method is unimportant. What matters is, when it comes true, the Emperor will look weak and short-sighted, whereas we have our eyes on the future. Well, you're asking quite a lot of me. After I make this speech, I won't be in favor with the Emperor and his court. True, for as long as he's alive. Which shouldn't be much longer. I am told his health is fragile at best.
All this being the case.
By the way, there's the statue.
It does look about the same size. Yeah, I'll go.
No, you're right. You're right. It does look about the same size.
It was the same statue. Why would they make two different ones?
Yeah.
I mean,
there might have been a smaller one as well, perhaps. I don't know, but yeah, it definitely looks the same size there.
Yeah, it looks like a complex piece of art. Yeah. So
someone had to make it. For the show,
yeah. No.
Yeah. So really, it has to be look like a penis? Yes, just do it. Okay.
Not a penis.
Weirdo.
Hey, that kind of looks
Wait,
like
5 more
tentacle.
No, it doesn't.
Well,
I mean, there's really hardcore, nice craftsmanship there. I'm wondering who made all of these props. And look at the metal work or the woodwork, and then the gold leafing.
Well, there's still 14 people in the chat, 15 people in the chat now. Does anyone know who did the props on the show?
Whoever gets to AI
educate
first
us. Yes, educate us, chat. Yes.
Dear Google, who did the?
That might be your company name.
Yeah,
the look on Veer's face is priceless.
Veer's looking troubled. Yeah, they did this shot.
The
right
hell
in
is
the middle
going
of the
on here?
conversation.
Which shouldn't be much longer. I'm told his health is fragile at best.
Well, then, Lord Refa, then why don't you give the speech?
When he passes, all that will remain is the memory that we were right. We must position ourselves to move in when the time is right.
That phrase again.
Well, I will leave you to study the speech.
You go.
If you have any questions, you know where to find me.
Yeah.
The look that
yeah.
That is the look. Like, yeah, I know where to find you.
Yeah, it's like you're putting me in front of the firing squad here. Why am I following all of your plans? It's like he should have pushed back against Lord Refa much earlier. So just to cut this guy off, it's like, I'm not working with you. I have my own plans, and you better not step on my toes, Lord Refa, or you know what's going to happen to you, Lord Refa. And so, I'm just saying.
Remember Quadrant 37, Refa?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. He could have pulled that. He could have pulled that card, and he didn't. I wonder why he didn't. He already doesn't trust Refa.
This conversation makes you uncomfortable? Yes, it does. Then, for once, we have something in common.
Nice.
Now, this is where the Emperor's shuttle did take off from the ship, and you cut straight to it going into Babylon 5. I found it really, really odd that it didn't at least have a 2-fighter escort.
Entering
It
the
should have
station?
had.
You mean entering the station?
Coming from the Centauri ship to the station, it should have had an escort.
There must have been.
There wasn't.
They
It
would have
was
thought of that.
just it was just the shuttle. I'm not kidding. I watched it just an hour and a half ago. It was just the shuttle and no fighter escort. And I'm sitting there going, that should have had a fighter escort.
Yeah, that was a big oversight. That was a bit of an oversight, yes.
It probably should also have had. I mean, I don't know how long we specified how long it takes for someone to come through the gate to get. It's not that long. I think if they knew on this one, it probably also should have had a Star Fury escort as well.
Agreed. Yes.
No boom today, boom tomorrow.
Yeah, Babylon 5 should have provided an escort as well.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
a trade-off. The Centauri escort brings the shuttle close. The Babylon 5 escort meets them. They trade whatever greeting there is. Then the Babylon 5 ones flip the way they do, and the shuttle continues with the Babylon 5 escort.
well, you could always have AI generate one.
Hmm.
Okay. Now we are back here, and
Everyone in their dress grays.
Yep.
Oh, and look at that! I guess
Which is
that's the Centauri flag there in the back.
Yes.
Which is odd because didn't they have dress blues, but only Garibaldi had dress grays? Now they all have dress grays.
Wait, it looks like Sheridan and Ivanov are wearing a slightly different color. It might be
I think it's just the lighting.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, because look at the sleeve on Franklin. It's the same color as Sheridan. It's just the lighting.
And yet the security detail is not. They're in normal uniform, I think.
Yeah, they're in normal uniforms, greenish gray.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And by the way, the Emperor left 2 of his telepaths at home so that the ones he has with him are always in contact with the ones at home. So he will always know what's going on back there, and they will always know what's going on here.
I mean, that is telepathy, to be able to communicate with someone
That's
across
distance telepathy, man.
sound. Get sound system. I was going to
Across light years.
Across light years. Wow.
Yeah.
Star systems. Wow.
Well,
I think a light year would be like
a pairing. They called it pairing, so I think it's probably like what do you call that?
Quantum entanglement.
Maybe. Yeah.
I think a light year would be like a sound millennium.
Yeah, I was gonna say sound. No, it's because I was gonna say sound system, and I'm like, not sound system, star system. It's like, but that is an incredible telepathy. I mean, gosh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, then again, the Centauris never lost their telepaths. They've had them for all this time. Same with the Minbari.
Right.
Just not the Narn.
Well, they.
I mean, they must be like P20s, P100s.
Well, I remember, the physical universe is an illusion.
Did I ever mention that I think I think I'm a P.5?
Oh, really?
Just little things. I was playing Monopoly with a friend back as a kid. No, this is true. We had shuffled all the cards, community chest and chance. We had, done everything right. He drew a community chest card. There are only 32 or 36 in the deck, so it's, not that many cards. I predicted what card he drew. I was right. He was like, all right, wise guy. He drew the next card. I predicted what that one was. Long story short, too late. I predicted every single card in the deck. Now, I will grant you, I knew every card in the deck back then. So as each card got pulled, it was easier for me to guess which one the next one was, down to the final one, where it's like, well, it has to be this one then.
Yeah.
But the chances of guessing 36 randomly shuffled cards correctly are I believe the phrase is statistically improbable.
Yeah.
I can't do this at will, so I think I'm like a P.5.
Well, the Vorlons have been hard at work.
Yeah.
Yeah. We already got P.5s in the population, though. I mean, tell no
Yeah,
one.
but I can't make it work. That's the problem.
Sorry, I grew up with the Tomorrow people in the 1970s. This is nothing.
You grew up with the what?
The Tomorrow
The original-
people.
Oh.
They're like 70s people.
I know the
says-
Tomorrow people,
Tomorrow
yes.
people, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, I was born in '69,
The
so
the TV show, which I think probably holds the record for taking the longest time to cross the pond, took about 40 years.
did it. Wow.
Well, ours came out in 73. Your 1 year series came out in the mid 2010s, I think.
Wow.
Interesting
Yeah,
enough.
it was hard for me to
starring-
find the theme because I kept getting the new one. The
Yeah.
newer
Oh, I
one.
forgot we done those. Haven't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have some special events coming up shortly. Now and then we need to take a little break and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm noticing.
Oh, need
here-
a
And I did-
break from Babylon 5?
Well, we are going to do swappers next chapter when.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different. But I mean, if we're gonna take a break, yes, the Star Wars Retold definitely worth taking a break over. But if we're gonna take a break, we gotta do Star
Special
Trek 5.
events. Yeah, it would be special events. But in any case,
I'm sorry, Star Trek. What?
Number 5.
We've been through this before. It's fine.
The Final Frontier, number
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, the joke.
It is not the joke. It's one of the best Star Trek ever. One
Cybok
of the
got a
best.
haircut.
Uh-huh.
Forget about Cybok's stupid
Uh-huh.
haircut. Just think about the scene.
Forget about Cybok? Yes, I would gladly forget about Cybok.
What does God need with a spaceship?
Forget about Spock's
Exactly.
brother. Forget about
How-
Spock's brother.
you
He never
wouldn't
mentioned.
You wouldn't have that quote, Colin. What does God need with the starship if you didn't have Star Trek 5? There you go.
You know, they did an animated series of Star Trek. We got to see Spock as a child. There was no brother. I'm sorry. It's just ludicrous.
Wait, which animated series?
The animated
1974.
series.
You
TRS.
know,
Series.
I don't remember watching the series. I mean,
Well, some
It was-
Vulcan families don't like to talk about such things.
It was no. We got to see
But we never
his
saw- we
family.
never
We got to
saw- we
see
never
his
saw-
pet. We got to see him as a child. We got
Yeah,
to
the
see
But
him
that-
remembering his childhood.
Yeah, the pet
Yeah,
seller.
well,
Pet
They,
seller.
they
But Dutch, we also never got to see his human sister, who made him the Vulcan that he was.
Exactly.
In other words,
Yeah.
she never existed.
The cartoon was brilliantly written. It had
Yeah.
almost the entire cast except Walter Koenig, which made it even better. James Doohan did almost every voice in the cartoon aside from Kirk, McCoy, Spock, Scotty. No, he did Scotty, of course. But but actually he didn't do Scotty, but he did all the other voices. No, but they did the animation. They did the colors with construction paper.
how did they get that? How did they get that to work? Where they have Scotty doing all the voices of all the characters? How did that come off?
Again,
except
he
for
did
the
not do
main
Kirk.
ones.
He did not do McCoy. He did not do Spock. But any of the aliens they met, pretty
Oh,
much, it was
okay.
James Doohan doing the voices.
So he was the only one from the cast that voiced any characters.
No, there were others, but he did a lot of
Yeah.
voices.
Mm.
I guess he was a voice actor like I am.
he
Yeah, I
was
guess you-
he was also
We-
willing to do the extra work.
So Leonard Nimoy and
and William Shatner were
they
there.
were
So
not
was DeForest
involved?
Kelly. No, they were there. They were there. They did their voices. I said he did not do Kirk, McCoy, or Spock.
Oh, okay.
They
I'm
did their
sorry.
voices. Yeah.
I misunderstood you.
Nichelle Nichols was not there as Uhura. They had a cat alien for her character.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's where the moose came in. Was right. I forgot that.
Yep.
But then I seem to recall reading somewhere that actually originally they weren't that a lot of the cast weren't going to come back, but that Leonard Nimoy was the one that pushed for as many of them as possible to come back.
Yeah. George Takei was even there. Oh my!
Wait, is that where they got the cat lady alien? It was from the cartoons.
Yeah.
Moorish
So
or
the
something.
Distant Hearts, did it ever? Did they ever present that song in the cartoons?
No.
Oh, okay. It's a good song.
Well, these guys have been waiting for the Centauri Emperor a long time.
Bam! Bam! Anyway. On behalf of the Centauri Republic, I offer the hands of friendship. On behalf of the Earth Alliance, I accept. This is my second, Commander Susan Ivanova. Chief of Security, Michael Garibaldi. Dr. Stephen Arrogant Franklin, our chief of staff of our MedLab facility, and an arrogant
Chief
prick.
of surgery.
Not quite so arrogant, I think, in this one.
No, he's a good guy.
No, wait till we get to it.
Well, yeah, this is true. Yeah,
It's an honor. News of the work you are doing here has reached Centauri Prime. Has reached even the Royal Palace on Centauri Prime. I am deeply moved by the knowledge that you would choose to stand in harm's way in the interest of peace. Thank you.
And she's sleepy.
If you'd like to come this way, we can begin your tour. Doctor, have you seen much of the Warlon? I believe his name is Kosh. No more than anyone else does. He's always in that encounter suit of his. Why? I've never seen a Warlon before, in or out of his shell. But over the centuries, we've sent many expeditions into Warlon space. None of them ever returned. I've heard many strange stories about them. And then the Kari endorsed Jakar's plan. Yeah.
Yeah. That's when they shift scenes. And
well, the first circle of the Kari.
Yeah, the first circle. The second.
But what about the rest of the circles?
Committee. But that's all they needed, and yeah.
And
so
Jakar says that he's going to
these lines here.
Yeah, Jakar says he only has 3 options now: either he kills the Emperor and he dies himself, or he kills the Emperor and gets imprisoned, or he fails.
Yep. I even said that there are only 3 possible outcomes.
I got you covered, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Your truth, my truth, and the objective truth.
And the guy on the VHS recording that they had playing in the wall there waited appropriately long amounts of time for Jakar to do his acting. So that's cool.
Huh? VHS what? What?
I assume it was VHS. I mean,
oh, sure. Back then, almost had to be.
Betamax.
It could have been film, but probably not.
But anyway,
we see on a TV screen.
That's our underbelly. What do you call it? Observation lounge, which they're standing in right
now.
Here.
This line is great because a lot of Americans don't understand the titles of royalty. I'm sure Colin does. Mm-hmm. But when you're talking to the actual head of state, the royal head of state, he is your or she is your majesty.
Yep.
The princes and princesses who may one day become king or queen, they are your highness. And apparently Captain Sheridan has been informed of this.
Well, I mean, he probably would have known the protocols anyway. But yes, yeah.
Yeah, Your Majesty, you asked to see me.
Well, it's good that the Centauri use the same protocols as the UK.
Well, at least he accepts the same protocols. Captain, may I ask you a question? Depends on the question, I guess. Why are you here in this place, in that uniform? Was it by choice, or were you pressed into service? It was my choice. The planetary draft didn't start until the war, a few years later. I guess I wanted to serve something that was bigger than I was. Make a difference somewhere. somehow. Go back a couple slides real quick.
Oh no.
The grammar is so good in this.
Mm.
A lot of people today would say, I wanted to serve something that was bigger than me.
Bigger than I was. Yes.
Yes, the correct is, I guess I wanted to serve something that was bigger than I. Now, he included the was, but he didn't have to.
Yeah.
That is actually proper grammar. Drives me nuts when I hear people say, bigger than me. No! Make a difference somewhere, somehow, especially grammatically. You seem interested in why people chose to be here. It has occurred to me recently that I've never chosen anything. I was born into a role that had been prepared for me. I did everything I was asked to do because it never occurred to me to choose otherwise. And now, at the end of my life, I wonder what might have been.
How sad.
That's something I thought was that's one of the things of really good writing, because if you don't come from a society with a monarchy and an aristocracy, you tend to think of them as you tend to think, and a lot of people these days don't, or they tend to go on about privilege and this and rights. They don't tend to think about the responsibilities that are supposed to go with that privilege. I mean, this guy is the Emperor of the Centauri Republic, and he's been in a cage, good or not, in a cage all his life. That I think is some really good writing. That's what I was thinking to say earlier. I was thinking about as I said, you compare writing to that to some of the writing you get these days.
Well, it just shows that in reality, someone else is always pulling the strings. He's just a puppet. He's not making any decisions. And
I mean, the thing is, even if he is, the point is, it's always the thing. It's that which is why I think an aristocracy can work, but it can only work if the people in that aristocracy are brought up the correct way. They're brought up to understand that it's a responsibility that they've been born to, not just a privilege. Which is why I think what came across to me there is that he's saying, I've always put, I have this. Yes, I am the emperor, but I've never had. It's never occurred to me to not do anything. It's been expected. Everything's been expected my whole life. The emperor has less freedom than the woman that runs the bakery in the back streets behind the palace. In some ways.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, no,
I just think that he was brought up in tradition. It's kind of a brainwashing. It's like, this is what this is what is expected of you. And this is what people in the past have done. And you always have advisors and very powerful people behind the scenes pulling some strings, and they may feel like they don't have any choice but to,
Yeah, there's that as well. But
I think in his old age, he realized that he does have the power to do good. But
exactly. I mean, I agree. But I think it's. I mean, it's as with anything else. There's different levels of things here and there. But I think it's. As I say, that's one thing that occurred to me watching this earlier on today. That there is at least a degree of that. But then, like I said, I come from a country with 1,000 years of with nearly 2,000 years of monarchy and aristocracy behind us. So,
from my perspective, I would never call anyone Your Majesty, your anything. I don't care who you are.
But what's truly tragic about this is that he said at the end of his life, he knows he doesn't have more than a couple of days left to live.
Yeah.
Only now does he wonder what might have been. It's like, oh man, that's the real tragedy.
It's sad. You know,
It's
because
tragic.
he was also
It is.
a victim of the system of his planet, of the dictatorship of his planet. He was also a victim. It's very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but anyway, let's thank our Dutch gradient here for his contribution. Some of you folks recently received a membership. So you
including Melvin Deeply again, which means he did not re-up the last time I gifted him one. Come on, Melvin. Only
well,
$2 a month.
Thank you, Dutch. And for that, show you get the benefit of some of these things. Like you could show your
Am I going to get a bell ring?
For Mr. Brown. Yay. Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Yay, Mr. Brown.
I wasn't actually asking for one, but I was like, you were saying I'm going to get some
Well, I'm telling folks they now have access to the emojis, and
yes.
And I'm looking for this. Where is it? The super chat celebration or something like that. And where is
Thank you, Dutch.
Next round's on Mr. Garibaldi.
Yeah, we can
That's
call him
very
Dutch
nice.
Garibaldi.
If they really
Phantom Outsider, very good point. Very good point.
Yeah,
if they really want to thank me, they'll re-up their memberships at the end of the 4 weeks. And Phantom Outsider 6488 says it's not brainwashing, it's a royal line. Now, if he didn't want the job, he could have handed it off to whomever was next in line. He could have been an innovator or a reformer. Not doing so was his choice.
I respectfully disagree slightly with your interpretation. I understand what you're saying. No, I understand. I don't disagree with that as at all. But maybe not brainwashing, but if he's been brought up in that tradition, it's very difficult to split from that tradition. He's been brought up to believe he is. Hold on a second. He was top cog of his ruling party of his planet. He's just reflecting as somebody on the road not taking. It's bad leader. People would not be sad when he passes. The people are sad. It does. Yeah, I take your point, Phantom Outsider, but I would say two things can be true at once. I mean, if he's been brought up in that strict in that sort of thing, he has been brought up for that. So brainwashing, no. Tradition, perhaps might perhaps be a better word for it. But yeah, I suppose he could do that. But
yeah, it depends on how you look at it, and I guess you would really have to be there, and how much of this the show wrote. At this point, I think we should just take him at face value from what he says, in that he didn't really have a choice. Maybe he was groomed and raised thinking you're the emperor. This is what you're going to be. Maybe there was a steward there while he was being raised, and it's he was raised to take power.
In the non creepy meaning of the word groomed, definitely.
Right.
Exactly.
No. It's exactly the right word. You're right. I said. I mean, and again, it's indicative of the writing, the power that we can come at this from different points of view.
Mm-hmm.
You know that
I think for the sake of the show, we should just take it as
I mean,
as what it is. Again, and as you see, he at least does have a moral compass, more so than some of the others.
More so than Refa and even Londo.
More so than probably any emperor in the history of the Centauri Republic.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know,
I don't know what I said. Very probably.
Or anything. You know.
No, I think it's a good assumption
because
I mean, I think it's a good assumption. I mean, totalitarian governments breeds corruption, and the one at the top is usually the most corrupt of the corrupt. So it's a perfectly fair assumption that the emperors before him were not so great people.
And actually, it's sort of to I don't say. So, in fact,
Phantom Outsider says, "Look, King Charles was raised to be king, and his son will be after Charles. If Charles didn't want it, he could hand it over now. That is a choice anyone in a monarchy has. Remember, his mom's brother did abdicate.
Yeah, for reason. No, I'll agree. I must admit, I think
While you answer this, I'm going to make a drink. Be right back.
Oh,
I always thought, in some ways, for His Majesty that you're what he could do. King Charles was indeed raised to be king.
Yeah.
And again, I don't want to get into political, social
King
political.
David,
but
the King's speech. King David abdicated the throne.
No, he didn't. It
wanted
wasn't
to
King
marry.
David. No, he didn't. There wasn't King. It wasn't David. The King's speech wasn't. That was George.
The brother.
The brother abdicated. The brother
Wasn't his name
Edward
David?
VIII. Actually, you know what? So yes, was it? I can't remember now. Yes, it might run up. No, was David Edward VIII? Because it was Edward
That's
VIII.
the thing with the two name thing. Yeah, because it was Albert and he took the name George.
Yeah, it was Edward VIII abdicated. Yes, you're right. Which
but his given name or
really
Christian name
irritated
was
the late
David.
grandmother.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
That's right. I didn't know that. Yeah, he did the name change thing too. Like when he took the throne, he became Edward. You make it tough, man. Two names, just like Tolkien. Everyone has 2 or 3 names, but the elves called him King.
It's yeah, they had it. It's called regular name.
Willis Bwyan.
Yeah, Phantom. Yes, you're right. I mean, I think again, it's very different in the modern era to what it was in over the last few hundred years as well. I think, but I think if you're raised from birth or early childhood for a particular role, it's probably a lot harder to understand that you've got that you have an option than if you've been raised with options. I think is how I would perhaps put it.
I think that's fair, Colin. A phantom outsider, point taken. But I mean, the system in itself, where they're brought up, is corrupt. You can't help but promote corruption if you don't dissolve it. In my opinion, as an American,
I know.
My opinion.
That's okay, and I respect. I said It's the thing is I
probably got that accent wrong.
Well, no. I mean, the other thing.
There's also ways of handling it. It's like sometimes you'll say things like Majesty to be polite. It's not that in this case Sheridan is really treating him as the divine ruler or anything. He's just saying that because it's customary to say that. And that's one of the things, like the U.S. president will still, if he or she is being proper, are still going to be,
Well, the thing is,
follow the protocol when meeting somebody from another country.
This might not be the most politically astute thing to do, but I'm sorry, Emperor Malachi was coming onto an Earth Force station. Turhan. He was coming onto an Earth Force station.
Should have given him an iPod, just like Obama did.
And Sheridan is under no
Yes, he is.
Like we're expected to. I'm sorry, Colin. If I go to somebody's country, somebody else's country, I want to, study up on the culture, not to be offensive and stuff. But if somebody's coming to my country, I am under no obligation to follow any rules that, for example, I didn't think he had to call him Your Majesty. Call him by his name. Call him, I don't know. He's not part of the Centauri Republic. He's not your subject.
Well, this is a script that was written. I mean, and I think the purpose of the show is to focus on other things, not necessarily that. But it is common, for
Yeah, I mean,
people,
because the thing is,
dignitaries and heads of state to treat each other with respect. I don't think this Turhan is being like arrogant or
No,
demanding.
I'm not saying he is. We're just having like discussions,
Yeah.
coloring outside the lines of the story here. It's
But,
just
yeah,
an
but-
interesting discussion.
Oh, it is. I mean, the
I
thing is
know, it is.
that at this point, I would say I understand, and I agree with what you're saying 95% of the time. But this is a situation where Sheridan should be using Your Majesty because he's addressing the Emperor in the role of Emperor. Yes, he is not one of the Emperor's subjects, but he is addressing him as Emperor. So he's addressing the position and respecting the actual situation rather than the person. It's a little bit like, I mean, even though your president is not my ruler, I would still refer to him as Mr. President or Madam President, should you have a female president, despite the fact that they are not my ruler. If you take my opinion, it's an honorific courtesy thing, I think, more than anything else.
But I just have a problem with the concept of rulership and governors.
Yeah, I get that.
No, and I'm not just talking about royalty. I'm talking about our own government. There's little tiny group of people that make decisions for millions, and that is wrong in itself. And
which is why we are in a representative country where we elect those people to represent us and hopefully make.
Not good enough. It's not good enough.
Calling him Your Majesty is what Colin just said. It is an honorific. It's
I understand that. I
It's no
understand.
different than when he refers to Jakar as ambassador. Would you rather he just said, "Yo, Jakar, what's up"?
Well, the thing is, he's not his subject. He's not.
He doesn't have to be. It's an honorific. He's showing respect.
I don't think there's anything honorable about being a ruler over a huge population of people.
It is a terrible responsibility this man has.
What responsibility? He has no response. If he decided to rule in a different way, that's why I'm saying the concept of monarchy is wrong. It's wrong because an entire population is subject to the will of a flawed human being. And now this guy may be a moral person, but the one before his father certainly wasn't.
Yeah.
Welcome to politics on earworms.
We settled this 250
fortunately,
years
it's
ago.
another
You went your
planet's
way, we went ours.
At least it's not our daily news cycle here. But we'll see. We'll see what the AI generates after
Gavin
the
agrees
show.
with you,
It'll be
Liza.
suggesting shorts. Emperor Turhan is a corrupt, evil ruler. Liza says,
I'm not saying that he himself is a corrupt.
It's AI. I'm saying that the AI will come up with something spicy.
Emperor Turhan is part of a corrupt system, and and I guess he realized too late that he had the opportunity to start changing it, and maybe
Which is the tragedy, yes.
Yes, that's the tragedy. That's the tragedy. But there is a difference, in my opinion. And again, I don't think a small group of people, we as humans have to evolve and become so moral as individuals where we do not need government, where an entity of force doesn't have to rule over anyone in any way. I mean, individual sovereignty. I mean,
but the thing is to keep the eye on the prize, though. We're not there yet, but
we're not there yet.
Eye
but
on the prize that someday we might be able to govern ourselves by
our
just
lifetime.
not instigating harm.
Not also
No, Gavin, I welcome these debates. I'm not offended or anything by these debates. No, sir. No, Dutch Gradient
you don't
and
get
Colin
this on
can
Mr.
disagree
Brown
as much as they
Alliance.
want.
All right, Gollum, let's gang up on her. Get her!
Professor R2 and Istophobos would have squeezed this out of the discussion already.
And force, my friends, is the ultimate power from which all power derives.
Yeah, exactly. Look, supreme executive power does not derive from a mandate of the masses. It arises from a moistened bent tossed at the scimitar at you.
Yeah, which is a sort of force,
at you.
which is a sort of force from which all other forces arise. And I really can't do a Michael Ironside voice. I wish I could.
Ironside voice. Why do you need that?
Sheridan's
Look, Phantom,
because that was the Starship
Outsider,
Troopers quote.
The sheer fact that human history has moved towards the centralized power is a failing of humans, and we need to break that cycle. There are other theories, other ways that we haven't explored.
It's been centralized
humans,
power for a long time. It just kind of changed it a bit, and then we kind of get elections and stuff, but pretty much the options are served up to you, and a lot of that's based on money, power, and basically humanity. It's a survival thing. This is a survival planet, survival of the fittest out in the wild, and it's kind of like that in society too. The people with the money and the power,
if I may,
call the shots,
or with the Vorlons behind them,
If I may,
go ahead, Dutch.
When you vote, you are exercising political authority. You're using force. And force, my friends, is violence, the supreme authority from which all other authorities are derived.
That's the one.
Well, I don't
vote. I don't claim to impose my way of anything. No, it's not a problem. No, I refuse.
I'm channeling Michael Ironside. Sorry.
I'm refusing to participate in a corrupt system.
Okay. All right, you actually did stop. I didn't expect that.
Go ahead. No,
should we continue Babylon 5? I don't want to.
I think we've hammered this one into the ground pretty well.
Well, no, yeah. Remember, anarchy does not mean chaos.
It does not mean chaos. It means.
What have I started?
No, I started this by mentioning him saying majesty as correctly as he did. This is my fault, Colin, not yours.
No, I started it, boys.
The thing is, no, an archon, no rulers. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean no rules. It means no rulers. And for that to work, you need decentralized, quote unquote, power and moral people. It begins with education.
That are very
and I'm sorry.
I know we're not there yet.
I've worked retail. I can tell you that ain't happening in our lifetime.
Yeah.
No, but we should keep our eyes on the prize.
We should be working towards that.
But that's why my father taught me to live each second.
I like Gary.
Well, he's right here. Look at this. Sheridan says, that's why my father taught me.
Taught me to live each second as though it were the last moment of my life. He said, if you love without reservation. If you fight without fear. He called it the way of the warrior.
Oh, and he invented that, huh? Your dad?
That's what his father called it.
Yeah, and now we're back to bad grammar.
But I remember similar sentiments being expressed throughout history and stuff. And
if you're talking about the subtitle, yeah, I mean, there should have been a comma after it, and the should have been capitalized.
No, I don't.
No, the quote
I'm
mark
talking about the way of the warrior also being something that
the quote mark, the quotation mark should end after warrior, not after the full stop.
No, in English, in American English, you do put the full stop before the quote.
No, because therefore the sentence is the way of the warrior. It's in quotes. It's two half sentences.
Nope.
If he was saying the whole thing, then yes.
He called it the way of the warrior, period, end quote.
Yes,
Trust me,
he
I have
called-
an English degree. That is proper in American English.
Yeah, but he
Phantom
called it.
Outsider, just to
Jesus
clarify.
Christ, we're arguing about everything.
Yeah, no, this is important. I know that a lot of there are a lot of anarchists out there that align with themselves with totalitarian forms of government.
Oh, they're not
That is
anarchists.
not real anarchy. We do not support any
No.
form of totalitarian government. In fact, we don't want government.
Mm-hmm. No, most of the people that call themselves anarchists are just communists.
Yeah.
No, so I mean, they're words.
Well,
like the
people
powers that be like to change the meaning of words.
Yeah, people think, okay, anarchist means I'm a just tough person that says I'm going to live with chaos and stuff. That's that's not what anarchy is.
No.
Anarchy is no rulers, people, but there are rules. Natural law basically do not initiate harm. Now, you can get into a lot more specifics, but I don't think this is the time or place.
I like Gavin's idea. Let's discuss this issue decide this issue with a game of Hungry Hippos.
I agree, Gavin. if you can mail me a Hungry Hippo, if you can find it, I haven't seen that game since I was a kid, man.
I own one. Does that matter?
Will you have one?
Yeah.
Do you have a glowworm too?
Have you not seen my wall of games?
No.
Oh, man.
Where do you have?
Do
you have it up on your YouTube?
You have not seen my wall of games?
Do you have it up on your YouTube channel?
No.
Okay, so I haven't.
But
okay. Oh,
look at my wall of
we're
games.
Going live.
Seriously,
Lawrence, can you make him bigger?
Okay. We're doing a big reveal tonight.
So he has Rock'em Sock'em, Hungry Hippos. I bet he has a glowworm in there somewhere.
I do not have a glowworm, but I have over 100 board games.
Wow.
And that does not include multiple expansions. I mean, over 100 actual games, not counting expansions.
Okay.
And these right here that look like books on a shelf, 3M, the company that makes Scotch tape, they once had a board game arm that was, okay, knock it off of you. Stupid thing. Sorry, 1 second. Boom, there we go. They had a board game arm with I think it was 39 or 59 games in it that they were publishing back in the 60s. I've been collecting them.
Phantom Outsider, there's no need to get nasty. I did not insult anyone with differing opinions here.
Yeah, come on, Phantom. You can do better than that.
Yeah, remember, there are mods.
Well, it's a fair point, but yes, it's a bit rather...
I mean, we could have a disagreement without calling people stupid, right?
I think so.
But
I've managed to so far, so have you.
Oh.
But that's just because you're a big dumb stupid head.
That's gradient.
You know I'm kidding.
Gradient.
You know I'm kidding.
Yes, I know you're kidding.
Which is why you're saying Dutch gradient instead of just booting me off the panel automatically.
No regrets then?
No regrets then? A few, but just a few. You?
That's Sheridan that has a few.
Enough to fill a lifetime.
He has a lot.
And what's interesting to know, I'd like to find out, is how long he's been emperor, because
his father was in charge of the Centauri occupation, so we have to assume that his father was still emperor 38 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is that because of what we said, that he wasn't involved in anything on Narn, etc. So yeah, that's what I was wondering, because I was just wondering how long he's been emperor. But yeah,
so much has been lost, so much forgotten. It's hard for me not to do a Japanese accent with this guy because he doesn't speak with a Japanese accent.
Yeah.
So much pain, so much blood. And for what? I wonder.
Yeah. I mean, these are powerful words because when you're at the end of your life like this,
Yeah.
you just wonder, what was it all about? Not just what he did, but just like, why just kill each other?
Yep.
What?
Yeah, sorry, Liz. I was doing a dramatic pause after the what, because that's what he did in the show. The past tempts us. The present confuses us, and the future frightens us. And our lives slip away, moment by moment. Every day is getting shorter, never seem to find the time. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lost in that past terrible in-between. By the way, that's the first time Sheridan hears about the in-between. In between tick and talk.
Oh, yeah.
That's foreshadowing. They thought
Lost in
about
that
it.
vast, terrible in-between. But there is still time to seize that one last fragile moment. To choose something better. To make a difference, as you say. And I intend to do just that. I mean, that.
That took on a different meaning.
Well, he finally, we'll see later with the doctor what he's talking about here, but yeah, he wants
and
to.
We'll see more of his friggin' arrogance.
Oh boy. Well, I'm looking forward to that.
Oh man, I can't stand him in this episode.
Well, anyway,
Garibaldi finalizes security preparations.
Yep. And
meanwhile, this guy is following him.
There's an extra. Oh, not an extra. I guess.
Jakar finalizes in security preparations. I swear everything I'm doing here was not at the knowledge of my government. It's all me. They're not in there. And by the way, don't blame my aide either, because I'm going to leave the Book of Jaquan to her in the hopes that she'll be enlightened.
Yeah, it's like it's his last will and testament type.
It's his manifesto.
Yeah. Yeah, his manifesto.
He needs to go back and read that Book of Jaquan. And so does his government.
Of course, we've never actually read the Book of Jaquan. So
you haven't? Why not?
Exactly what it says.
What? I thought you would have a copy by now.
Yeah.
I've read it like 3 times.
We can make some inferences from what we know about Jaquan.
This is perhaps the worst CGI I can think of in the show.
Oh, I don't think it looks nice. I'd like to live there.
It's so obviously a CGI building.
Yeah,
it's just bleh.
It's like the student union on a university campus.
No, my student union looked a lot better than that. It was red brick for one thing.
Oh, well, it depends. Yeah, my most recent thing was at University of Miami, where it looks like a cruise ship.
What's the deal on those veiled Centauri women who follow the Emperor around?
Oh, we get a little backstory here.
Londo says they're telepaths raised together since birth.
As you explained earlier on. Yeah.
I thought they had already said it earlier in the episode. My apologies.
They're raised together since birth. That's why they're
since
so
birth.
deeply.
Yeah, they're linked 24 hours a day, no matter how far apart they are. What one sees, the others see. Traditionally, when the Emperor leaves, 2 go with him and 2 stay behind. Interesting. Now, one of the 2 stays behind, does nothing but get laid, and the others feel all the orgasms.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Guarantees that he knows what's going on back home and keeps them back home knowing what he's doing.
No privacy.
Wow.
And what he's doing.
Yeah, didn't
I've already read this.
Oh, okay.
Did the Emperor say what this speech is about? No, he just said it was important. I was hoping that would be enough to bring out Jakar.
No.
No, Ambassador Kosh. Looks like I was wrong. That's too bad, considering what the Emperor said about the Vorlons. He might not get another chance to see one. But I guess it was too much to hope for. Well, speaking of too much to hope for, look who just walked in.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun. I see you've changed your mind about opening up a dialogue. I make no promises, but I will hear what he has to say.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Garibaldi is just cluelessly walking along, not aware at all of some guy chasing after him. Okay, pal, you've got 10 seconds to explain why you're following me.
That's very good.
I need to talk to you about what? Relax, I got him.
I'm thinking all Sheridan need to have told him is to say,
hello, old friend.
Exactly.
That's all he had to say.
No,
God,
but if
this
he
drives
doesn't
me
do
nuts.
it in Sinclair's voice,
it doesn't matter. If all he had said to him was, I have a message for you, and he looks around and is like,
but that
the
message,
first
he
three
doesn't
words,
want-
and then you say the first three words are, hello, old friend, and then give him a knowing look, at which point Garibaldi would be like, oh, yeah, okay, I'm going to take this one to my office.
I mean,
but
he could have just told him it was a message from Sinclair.
No, he wasn't allowed to.
No, but here's the thing is he doesn't even really want these other security guards, given the situation, to have any clue that he's delivering a message until he can talk to Garibaldi on his own.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he could have said as soon as Garibaldi got him, he could have said, hello, old friend.
No,
Wouldn't it be? It would have been easier to show up at his during his office
It would have been
hours.
so dramatic.
Go to the next slide.
But would it have meant anything? Because at this point,
Go
this
to
is
the
the
next
first
slide.
time I think Garibaldi hears "Hello, all friend."
No,
Old
it's not.
friend.
No, it's not. Go to the next slide.
Mm-hmm.
And next.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we didn't see it. He said, okay, so what's the message? And the previous slide is all he replies. He doesn't say a word.
Yeah. Well, because there's other people around. He wants to speak to him directly.
Knows that that Sinclair would say, hello, old friend, because that's what he says to him.
But
that's how he knows.
This is when he says it to him.
It's not the first time he said it.
No, I
think it is probably the first time.
That's a good question, actually. I mean,
because I don't think he said it to him before because
hasn't
time
seen
hasn't
him
passed.
before.
They haven't been separated.
Well, no, he hasn't seen him since.
I don't think there's like later. Yeah, he does use it as a password, but the thing is, that's after this time that he says it to him. I don't think they have like some sort of phrase thing set up except for here. You know what I mean? At least not in the past.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It wouldn't necessarily have the meaning if they haven't been in contact since before Garibaldi got shot.
I think Sinclair set that up and said that purposely so Garibaldi would remember it later as a password.
Possibly.
And the Ranger probably doesn't even know what's in the message.
Oh yeah, the Ranger won't know what's in the message, but yeah, that's a fair point. Actually, I was thinking that's the problem having watched this thing several times.
Yeah, Sinclair probably just said, you know what, just only say this to Garibaldi because he doesn't know who else is around, and they know that Earth.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'll grant this is the first time he says it.
It may well be, yeah.
Still, it's just you'd think that Sinclair could have given him something to say so that he would know without anyone else knowing it was Sinclair. I mean, Sinclair and Garibaldi worked together for 10 freaking years.
Yeah.
There's got to be something he could have said.
Well, it doesn't hurt for him to just hang out in the
Yes,
cell
it does.
for a
It
bit.
hurts the episode. It makes us have to wait for the reveal. It's like, if you wanted to wait for the reveal, don't have Garibaldi capture him now. Have him capture it when the reveal needs to happen.
Or just, show up at Garibaldi's office and talk to him He's like, "Sir, I need to talk to you in private. Nobody else. This message is meant only for you." And Garibaldi would be like, "Okay, yeah, what do you want?" And,
this was ludicrous.
Yeah,
I don't know.
agreed.
It didn't bother me.
No, it was like
shit out of me.
It was like, why did he need to do this kind of thing?
Yeah, it doesn't bug me that much, but it's Paul Tradecroft and it doesn't bug me much. It bugs Dutch, but it's Paul Tradecroft, and the episode would have worked just as well without it if he just gone straight to the content.
Yep.
But
or again, if he had just simply caught him when the reveal happens later.
Well, here's the thing. Also, the viewer who's seeing this for the first time doesn't know who this guy is.
Yeah,
and so they're thinking maybe he's an assassin.
Okay.
Who's also going after the Emperor.
Okay, interesting point on that. My very, very good friend who passed away in January, he finally watched Lord of the Rings some like 10 or 15 years after the movies came out, because he had never really been into fantasy. And when they're in the Prancing Pony, and there's that guy in the back corner in the dark just smoking that pipe that's lighting his face in red. He's like, "Oh, you're under these parts. He's known as Strider. He's one of them Ranger folks." As soon as John heard Ranger, because of Babylon 5, he was like, "Oh, he's a good guy."
Yeah.
Because of Babylon 5.
And I suppose the only purpose this serves, I say you could take it out without affecting, but Lawrence is gone.
Oh,
we put him off already.
Good. We can talk about it behind his back.
Oh God.
But what it does, I suppose, what it does do is it adds another, as you said, it adds another
couple of minutes to the show.
Yeah, but also it adds a plot, and it adds another. Who is this guy? What is this guy?
I suppose, but they could have done that, just showing him lurking about the station.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I don't think Lawrence realizes he's not on stage.
Well, if only there was some way for one of us to let him know.
Oh, I know, right?
Yo, Lawrence!
I will go and see what's going on.
Hey, get your computer running, you jerk!
Okay, he's back. He's back.
Oh.
It's about bloody time!
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just kind of seized up on me.
We're just going to have to find ourselves a new giant, that's all.
Oh, that's that, whatever the thing.
The Princess Bride, yes.
Yeah, Princess
Bride. A new showrunner.
Oh,
of course. And now YouTube.
Well, we didn't get very far.
We got about halfway through.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They're flying in the formation you like. They have this. Is this it? No, wait a minute.
No.
We haven't done this yet.
Whoa! I sense
we're up to Jakar entering the speech room.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
As I said, we're like halfway through the show at least.
No, I don't.
YouTube's gonna bust you for showing a video.
Oh.
Keep going. We're past this. This is where we had our huge discussion about royalty and majesty and everything else. Almost there. Couple more.
Yeah.
And one done. Keep going. There. Up.
Oh no, we got here.
Oh, we had here. That's right.
Yeah,
this is where we got to.
We have him and him and okay. This is where we're starting.
Yeah. By the way, we haven't had any video clips.
We haven't got one yet. I do have.
We're almost
4.
2 hours in with no video clips.
I do have 4. We do have them. We do have them coming. But here we do have.
They're not even breathing hard.
Well, there's no steam on the glass.
You said they were coming.
Oh.
Sorry, it's a line. It's one of my favorite lines from Real Genius. It's like, we don't have anything from you yet. It's coming. Ha! It's not even breathing hard.
Well, it was an old one, but that I actually heard before. So long before I even understood it was "Are you coming?" No, it's just the way I'm walking.
Gavin, he's
No,
not
that's-
going to play the part again. No worries.
Play what part again?
The Majesty part again.
Oh no! Oh, look at this. There's a dignitary from Nigeria there.
Yeah.
And Jakar. It was the 90s, man.
And Delenn and Adrazi and one of those weird
Oh
guys
man,
in the
yeah,
back.
there's
Markab?
Drazi and everything.
A Markab.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah, that's a Markab
Oh.
there in the back.
I guess Purple Drazi won.
And one of the guys from the Star Wars Cantina way on the far right.
The greens
Yeah.
were just painted purple. That's all. Yep, there's Cantina Man. But that is something. You shouldn't put somebody that looks like they're from an Earth culture in here with people with masks. It's like we think you're just as alien as them. No.
Funny that Jakar starts to dodge Delenn. Like,
Yeah.
don't need to see you. Thank you.
No, she'd be his conscience.
But here comes Jakar's victim now. As soon as he has the opportunity, he'll drive a knife straight through his. Wait, what?
Yep.
No!
Oh no, he didn't make it. Oh my goodness.
And the two telepaths clutch each other. No!
Yeah,
The guards are going, what do we do about this? I don't know. What do we do? What do we do? Great
Now,
God. Well done, guys.
Try to kill the heart attack? I don't know.
Yeah.
How do we do that? I don't know.
Do the links have a text mode? Because it looks like the doctor's reading it.
No, he's talking into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're
we
saying,
just don't
Dr. Franklin, we have an emergency here. I'm on my way.
Yeah, we don't get this. We just don't get to hear the incoming message.
Yeah, okay.
Huh? What's going on? Oh, that's right. There's no dialogue in this. It's just music.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even.
Meanwhile,
finish
back
it.
at the palace.
The other telepaths are getting signals. And they're just like, uh-oh, not good. And Malachi's, they're like,
Oh, dear. And they hang their heads.
I told them not to go. And that's the end of this deck of slides. Too bad it didn't.
Get the next one. Get the next one. Get the next one. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hurry, 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 hurry.
Those telepaths were that powerful where they can sense each other's thought from across
Anywhere.
space. Yeah. That they could sense that Lord Refa was going to, you know what, Malachi.
Well, they weren't anywhere near Lord Refa.
Yeah, but they could send. Oh, it just. I mean, you're making them so powerful.
Well,
where
no,
they
they
could,
were raised since birth. So they are direct lined, quantumly entangled with
Yeah,
each
they're
other.
they're
Yeah, I
linked to
think
each
They
other
still
is
have to follow
strong.
the same rules as regular
but
telepaths.
the thing is,
line
they're-
of sight
Suggestion,
with normals and other
Yeah, they're linked to
heads.
each other is strong, not to other people.
but
just to each other.
wasn't Lord Refa floating around in that, delegate convention, and
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
they
they
have
ne- they-
fled him?
No, they
didn't
never
quite
got
get
there.
yet. They were in the hallway.
They never got to reception.
And plus, Lord
Obviously,
Refa-
obviously they didn't read him, so we have to accept they didn't read him.
They should have been able to read him though.
well,
Well,
no,
Working
they're
against
just,
the emperor, so
If
they
you're gonna
knew
make
he
them
was
that
saying the right thing.
powerful, I don't know.
no, they're powerful as far as connecting with each other. They
But
got
that's
that
it.
direct line
Yeah.
because they were raised since birth, apparently. But
Bester
with
would've-
everybody else,
would've
they're
sensed
just
it.
regular old telepaths.
Yeah, but Bester probably can't send messages to another telepath.
Oh no, for sure no.
not.
But if
Right.
if Bester was in an adjacent room, he would have been able to sense
Yeah, but
that
that's-
Lord Refa was up to no good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
but-
P12.
But the thing is that they are.
They're like
Yeah.
P100s, and
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
as
they're-
far as
they're-
I'm
they're-
concerned.
Only
Yeah.
it concerns the distance between them.
But exactly, they're communicators. Their soul. They are a unit of radios, if you like. They're living radios, but that's all they are, at least as regards that level of power. Because
They
live in
can
radios, I
read
think
the
that's
mind
whole- yeah.
of the emperor and each other.
I don't know
And
if they can even read the emperor. They might not be able to read minds at all. You don't know. All we know is they can communicate with each other. What one sees, the other
well, they
sees.
can sense his mind because remember, they know that what Londo said, he didn't say.
Yeah, they
Did they?
revealed that. Yeah,
Oh, right, okay.
spoilers.
Well, that's coming up. But anyway, we
apologies
I'm
if you hear
pro
the dog
spoilers.
barking. I have no control over it. It's not my dog.
No worries. We don't hear the dog.
Wow, I've got my Circumoral MDRV 7506 headphones on, and I can hear him barking. Like, shut up, Billy. She's a good dog. She just barks a lot at night.
And
I wish I'd known of your condition when you arrived.
Oh, he wishes.
I could have done something, tried something. Your government is asking to have you transferred to your worship. Moving you right now could be fatal. I want your permission. There is something more important than where I die. A message you must give for me. Well, if it's important, perhaps one of your people should deliver it. If I did that, the message might never be delivered. Now listen to me, Doctor. Listen carefully. Tell Jakar I said I'm sorry. Did you get that? I hear word.
I'm sure he says it more eloquently than that.
I hear word of this has already reached Homeworld. Our competitors are moving into position, setting themselves up. Well, of course they do. To ascend the throne the moment he dies. Before that happens, we have to rise above the others. We must do something extraordinary, something unparalleled. Gee, like maybe Quadrant 37, Londo?
Oh, God.
He said, just pick a target.
And you said this out loud?
I'm sorry?
Yeah. Refa's like, what?
What?
I believe there is a Narn colony on the border of Centauri space. Quadrant 14. Londo, a colony. It's a listening post. Shut up, Beer.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Oh, yeah.
They've been using it to spy on us for years. By all rights, that entire planet should be ours. Well then, let us take it back.
Then
Yeah.
We couldn't take it without a major assault. We would lose thousands of lives. I will take care of it. Have your contacts in the military send an expedition to Quadrant 14. I can only guarantee a few ships. It will be enough. I hope you know what you're doing, Mollari. Why did Mollari all of a sudden get two L's in that one?
I think it is two L's. I've seen
Not
it
typically.
with two L's before.
Huh. Vir, find Mr. Morden. Bring him here. Londo, don't do this. I have no choice. Yes, you do. Londo, please.
Totally
I
do.
know you don't listen to me. But I'm asking you just this one time. Don't do this. There's no turning back once you start down that road. Do I have to go find him myself? This is where Veer should be saying, you know what, Londo? Yes, because I am not going to take an active part in you damning yourself.
Yes, exactly. That's what I would have done. Yes.
If he had a backbone, he would have. But he doesn't. No, I'll go. I'll go and I'll bring him back. And someday, I'm going to remind you of this conversation. And maybe then you'll understand. I understand just fine.
Nope, he doesn't.
By this time tomorrow, we will be at war with the Narn.
And he doesn't seem to be happy about that. So
Amazing.
why do it?
May the great Maker forgive me. It's a very good question, Liza. It really doesn't make any sense why he would do this. All of his misgivings, all of his, this isn't a good idea. Why are we doing this? We shouldn't be trying to kill the Emperor. Oh no, our competitors might take the throne. Golly, that would just be the worst thing ever, wouldn't it?
Right.
It's like,
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Londo's rationale makes no sense here.
It would have made more sense if they'd said, like, our competitors, who include that family who wants to see your entire line destroyed. Ooh,
that
okay,
would have
be
made,
bad.
that
Yeah.
would have made sense. That's motivation to do this.
Right.
But yeah.
But they didn't say that, so we can't know that.
Yeah, right.
We can presume it, but
He
But
Is it
wants
gonna
to
again,
provide the
we
key
take it
to-
apart because we love it.
oh yeah,
It's
He wants to provide the key to achieving their goal here, which is to
Colin.
Hmm?
Sorry, go on, Lawrence. I didn't mean to cut you off.
yeah, to get to get someone on the throne that agrees with them. But yeah, it doesn't seem like why would he take such a big leap like this, especially since he's showing so many misgivings. It seems
Right.
like there just need to be a little bit more to tweak him over the edge.
yeah.
Colin, was there anything in any of the books about this?
I can't remember.
Well, what good are
Most-
you? That no, I'm kidding.
Most of the books are set after the end of the series, or on other parts of this, or before.
All right, looks like it's up to me then.
But I still want to know why. I still want to know why he thinks he's in the Dune universe, praying to the Great Maker. That's just a big sandworm stuck in water.
You know,
Yeah.
honestly, though, I can imagine many cultures would have
Yeah,
a great maker as somebody to pray.
Yeah,
By the way,
yeah.
it took me 3 readings of Dune. This was as a teenager before I finally understood the link between the worms and the spice.
oh, great. Yeah.
Spice is nothing more than fermented baby worm poop.
Yep.
And it's so
Ooh.
popular it even ended up in Star Wars.
No, seriously, that's
Yeah.
what spice is. It is fermented baby worm poop. And
Yeah.
water of life is just them throwing up, which you would imagine the bile would be even more powerful than the poop. And it is.
Mm.
Anyway,
Yeah, that did make a cameo in Clone Wars. It was kind of weird.
He had the indecency to go and die on me when I was ready to stab him.
He's so bad.
Yeah.
who is it?
And then who is
Dr.
it?
Franklin.
Dr. Franklin.
Ah, maybe he's making it. Maybe it's good news. With luck, he's feeling better. All they have to do is prop him up.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Enter.
And
Just came from seeing the Centauri Emperor. Just thought that would be a little arrogant to you, Ambassador. Just wait.
Yeah, no, I know, but
What?
I was going to say, to me, it comes across as more as he's exasperated at Jakar's response, because I mean, obviously Jakar's being sarcastic here.
How is the poor fellow? I was so looking forward to meeting him and opening up. And he does pause on that. A dialogue.
Dialogue.
Yeah, he does make it sound
Funny.
sarcastic.
He was looking forward. He doesn't pause. He was looking forward to meeting you too. He had a message for you. I have no interest in. Oh, given his condition, he asked me to relay that message for him. I have no interest in his threats.
Oh,
He wanted to say he's sorry.
It's like, what?
Again, and that expression through all that makeup again, it shows the quality of some of the actors in this.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
He came all the way out here, risked his health and endangered his life so that he could stand beside a Narn in neutral territory and apologize for all the things the Centauri have done to your people, for all the things his family did. He said, "We were wrong. The hatred between our people can never end until someone says, willing to say, I'm sorry, and try and find a way to make things right again, to atone for our decisions." Said it was the only choice he's ever made in his life, and now that's been taken away from him. I had no idea. And here's the arrogance. No, I'm sure you didn't. Who the fuck are you to say that, Franklin?
Exactly right.
Yeah, that's true, I suppose. But yeah, I think it could also perhaps be, if it was coming from somewhere else, you might be a bit more saying, it's just exactly because he was exasperated at Jakar's response in the first place. But
do you think they just
but
neglected
Jakar's
that in the writing to like maybe when they were writing the lines, they were thinking, all right, well, he senses that Jakar was going to do something like he was going to do, or Jakar feels the way he does, even
There's
though
no
really
way he
Franklin doesn't know that.
No,
there's no way he could have. He's basically basing it off of Jakar saying, I have no time for his threats. Well, he's not threatening, although I can understand why you would think he would, given his family's history. So I'm not going to be judgmental or arrogant here. Exactly. Oh, no, wait, I will.
Yeah, I think if it was coming from a character other than Franklin, it would be different. And it's because of what Franklin's character is and what how we've seen Franklin written and played, I think.
Yeah. And not to mention, no, honestly, I could even imagine with Ivanova, it'd be like, where the hell? Go back one frame.
Mm-hmm.
That line wouldn't sound right from anyone. Not Kosh, not Delenn, not Sheridan, not Ivanova. Nobody would that sound right from.
Maybe Sheridan because of their previous conversation. Maybe Sheridan because of their previous conversation.
Well, because maybe with Sheridan because he was already anticipating that Jakar was going to do something.
Maybe
nasty.
Sheridan,
but not anybody else. And this guy, knowing about the occupation, this is this is very harsh.
Yeah, but I agree. I actually don't know, because when he then turns around and says the next line, and I think that's probably the biggest tragedy of the whole thing, those two go together. I think he said, I understand your point. I get where you're coming from. And Franklin does always come across as arrogant, as you say. But no, he really, if somebody says, no, I'm sure you didn't, because of the history. And maybe the fact of history, the fact that you couldn't have ever imagined that, maybe that's where the tragedy is.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
but he didn't have to say it the way he did.
No, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's
it's
the biggest tragedy of the whole damn story.
It's like so many other things. It's tone of voice.
Yeah, it's not what you say, but how you say it.
Sometimes it's both.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sure you didn't.
Exactly. Yeah.
Really? There's really no better word than schmuck for that kind of line.
He is very arrogant. Yeah.
Yeah. True. I mean, it's the phrasing of it. Yeah.
Maybe that's the biggest tragedy of the whole damned story.
All right. Well, we do have a clip coming up, but this one I have to play a little differently.
Oh.
Because it's a little longer, and I'm going to need to pause it part way through.
Oh, right.
Because of YouTube and stuff, and I can't pause it. If I play it the quick play thing, then I can't pause. So it's just the way StreamYard does things. But I have it ready to go right here. So I think you guys see a video.
Yep.
All righty. So I'm going to play, and we'll pause a little bit. But I thought this was cool because this is what actually happens next. Okay, I'm going to pause there. That
Wait, we didn't. Wait, but we didn't get to see Morden. Is he about to enter the room and talk with Londo?
No, that happened off screen.
No!
Did you not notice that Ed Wass's name wasn't in the credit titles?
Of course I noticed. By the way, Buffy the Vampire Slayer finally got a clue and stopped doing that with their guest starring, because every time they put somebody's name in the guest star list, you'd be like, oh, well, I guess I know who's showing up in this episode.
Yeah.
There was an episode where somebody who had passed away tragically returns. And not permanently, but it's a very powerful scene. And at the end of the episode, it says, special guest star, that person. I was like, that is the way to do it.
Yeah.
But that sequence there that we saw, Commodore Amiga toaster technology, man, it was beautiful stuff.
Except for that embassy at Babylon 5. That just didn't look right. And Scott, you're more than welcome.
Well, here we go.
Heat this up, Shakar, and soon you won't have a planet to protect.
Oh, I was trying to pause.
I see a great hand stretching out.
Yeah, the great hand,
and the cries of multitudes. My followers, your victims.
That is a great line.
Good old Elric. Oh, look, he's Emperor. Yay! Just what he's always wanted.
And I got to stop here again.
The aging makeup is gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
He just needed to make his nose a little bigger. I don't know how many of you know this, but two parts of your body never stop growing as you age. That is your nose and your ears.
Interesting.
Yep. Men wish it was another part, but
oh god. Aye.
You know, their eyebrows. Why? What were you thinking, Laza?
Look, I am not going to that. Oh god.
Pause it. Pause it. That is a great shot. You can tell it's Jakar. Even with the eye missing, the patch over it, and the tattered clothing, you know that's Jakar.
Yeah.
It's just such an amazing shot. And
is his nose big enough?
No. Well, again, we don't know how Narn aged. Their noses may not grow.
That's true.
All right, here we go.
And that is a dream he has had many times. He mentioned it before to Veer. I've seen his face before. As soon as I saw him, I knew it was him.
All right. So, wait a minute. That's what we got right there.
Londo's dream. And then he goes, it's already begun. The time. What is the time? It has begun. And so it begins.
Yeah, this is when...
I'm sorry, wait, I meant to say... And so it begins. If I could just get the going at the same time as I say, and so it begins, it would be perfect.
And so it begins.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't quite hot enough. And so
it's always beginning.
And Scott just said, oh boy. And I agree. Oh boy.
Always
Narn
been here.
Narn Colony, Quadrant 14. Again, with the high numbered quadrants.
Yeah, this, I'm just doing the slides. The dialogue is very little here.
Pew, 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 pew. Get them, stop them. God, where are they? I don't know. We have to stop them from destroying the colony. Come on, guys, let's get them. Oh no, we just all
That kind
died.
of stuff, yeah. Come on, guys.
Scott. Oh, yeah.
They didn't quite say, "Come on, guys, let's get." I like how they put in the lens stuff.
Well, if it's good enough for Odysseus.
Oh yeah.
Come on, let's go.
300.
Hey, yeah, let's go. God.
Oh,
My
they
dad's
actually-
coming home.
they actually
Criminy
say that.
Lord.
Yeah.
Fist bump. What the what?
Oh well.
Wait, what are you guys referencing?
Oh, some new
Odysseus, the
movie
trailer. No
coming
lie.
out.
Tom Holland as Telemark says to I can't remember the other guy. He says, "My dad's coming home." My dad? The
Well,
I know it's Telemarcus, but still.
I'm not sure what the actual Greek word for dad is, but
He should say father. It's that simple.
yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds a little better.
You
Do
see
we
Matt
have a
Damon-
history of like classical English ways of speaking when trying to portray like other times and stuff like that?
You see
Speaking the way
Matt
that
Damon
you don't
leading a whole bunch of soldiers shouting, "Let's go!" You see the barbarian giants
Oh Lord.
wearing full plate mail. I'm going,
Mm.
the hell am I watching here?
I first time I saw that, I commented in a chat of sorry, why are they fighting Cylons? Carl Benjamin posted, wait, Odysseus met the Cybermen?
Yep.
Ugh.
And the worst thing
no.
was, I was on Musings last week. We were talking about it, and I mentioned that. And friggin' Istophobos and Emperor Goodwin were like, "Well, it's a mythology. This is just myth. Those guys are an ancient civilization." And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going to argue with them, but they're barbarians.
Yeah. But
Well,
I mean,
the
I
ancient
saw another.
astronaut theorists do believe that there was some contact with alien life before.
Oh,
I mean,
that's what the
even
Vorlons are all
Lawrence.
about.
Even Stephen Crowder put up a segment about it, and I saw a clip of that, and I thought, well, it's clearly at plate freaking armor.
Lawrence, don't make me come there.
I don't want you coming at all, to be honest with you.
Come there? What?
I'm not saying it was
Listen,
alien,
if we could
but-
ever get Sukalos to come on the show, oh my God.
Oh
love to have
man,
him.
no, he's somewhat disappointing at times because
He
he
looks like
misled
a
us
fun
about
guy.
Puma
gosh.
Punku.
Yes.
No,
the narciss-
you're thinking. No, you're not thinking of Sukalos. You're thinking of. I was talking about Giorgio.
Giorgio Tsoukalos when I seen that episode.
The Puma
again.
Punku guy is the other guy. What is his name?
No, David Hatcher Childress does say
Dave
Puma
Childress.
Punku a lot, but it was Tsoukalos that at that segment did say that this was above the natural tree line. And then when you see a picture of Puma Punku, the tree line is just several yards away. It's not that far. So they could have used logs to roll the big stones of Puma.
I would like to have either one of them on Earworms. It would be
Oh, it
a
would be
fun
entertaining. I
it
don't
would be
think
a
they'd come.
great conversation.
Please
Yeah.
include me on that one.
Yeah. Oh no.
As long as you're
You'll be
nice.
rude.
Again, you
Am
can
I-
disagree and not be rude. You have to be like
I'll be rude.
Have I been rude?
do not be rude.
Have I been rude?
No, I'm just
Okay.
saying.
Because
I'm
please
just
tell
saying.
me if I have. I will try to correct it.
You have not been rude.
I try
You've
not to
been
be.
like Prince Mordred. You've been very good. And,
he is not somebody I want to be like. I'm sorry. No.
Bastard.
Come on. Give me a little credit here. Criminy God.
Don't be rude, Mordred.
Yes, the Narn should hear about it soon. Our forces can move in at any time.
Yeah, and they have all these people walking in.
We will have to move quickly. There's still one more thing I have to take care of back home. An obstacle to remove. What's that? Better you don't know.
oh, Londo. You messed up.
Now, did he actually
Love it.
leave the station to go back home and
Yes.
then return again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Mollari!
He's like,
Uh-oh.
oh crap.
You! No, I can explain everything.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you a drink. I don't know. Sit, Mollari. It's not every day I have a revelation, you know. Two of your finest. I've heard something, and it makes me think there is still hope for us after all. I'd believed your people capable of only murder and pain. But apparently there is still a spark of decency in your genetic code.
Oh no. This is such a sad scene, guys.
It is. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is so sad.
It's not much of a foundation, I'll grant you that. But it's a start. I never thought I would be saying this, Mollari, but to the health of your emperor, and perhaps to your health as well.
I think this is where Jakar really begins his
Redemption.
Yeah, redemption arc.
Hello, Ardent Party.
Hey, Arden.
Hello, Ardent.
What's up?
He's the party of Ardents.
What's up? To the emperor. And thank you. What Londo should have done here was, I'm sorry, Jakar. I
You know
cannot
what?
drink with you. You will understand. That's what he should have done.
What he should have done is not get involved in Lord Refa's.
He's already gotten
conniving
involved.
plan.
He's already gotten involved. It's done. What he should have done here was say, thank you, Jakar. I appreciate it, but I cannot drink with you. You will understand why. And then walk away.
The silly thing is, if the Centauri hadn't turned up when they did, the Narn would not have known it was a Centauri that, or would not have had any reason to, wouldn't have any evidence to suggest that it was the Centauri who attacked. It's just that they turn up and, oh look, the Centauri warship's there at the same time. What a coincidence.
Well, that was the plan. He told Refa to send a few ships.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I'm saying. Your wife
He said the Narn will know soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if you
That was
hadn't said-
Londo's line at the beginning of this scene.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking at that time. And I think if he hadn't said that, then
Yep.
Well,
I'm sorry. I am sorry, Jakar. I appreciate the thought. I appreciate the sentiment. And yes, to the Emperor's health. But I cannot drink with you. You will understand why. Goodbye. And then walk away. That would have been slightly more honorable than anything else he has done in this episode.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But all he has done here is just damn himself even more.
He's scared of Jakar. He's not going
Yeah.
to say anything to him.
that's true.
It's destroyed?
It's destroyed. What?
All of it's
these-
gone.
And this guy, this is actually purple Drazi, not purple, green. Drazi. It's green Drazi.
This guy's
That's
not
a
green.
Narn.
No, this is not green Drazi guy.
No, it is. I just watched it and I noticed it's the same voice. This guy
Oh,
here,
okay,
it's that
cool.
actor that played all those parts.
He does play a lot of roles in this
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, it's the same guy,
All of it
green
is
Drazi,
gone.
who later becomes the Drazi ambassador also.
Yes, but we agreed. He speaks with Zathras' voice. Who could have done this?
God.
Centauri warships. No. Centauri warships detected. Closing fast. Centauri. Alert the homeward. Prepare to attack.
Uh-oh. And there's Malachi.
Why do I have a strange feeling something bad's about to happen?
Yeah, when you see
Who
Man.
who are you odd folks all dressed in black
they
approaching
look
from
like
the
they're from
shadows?
they look like they're from the movie Amadeus.
Actually, that's just given me another thought. Another
Oh God, not again. You know what happened the last time you had one of those.
yeah.
Mm.
No, the fact that there's 4 of them.
Oh,
Oh,
the 4 was it 4 horsemen of the apocalypse?
yes. Yes.
No, Well, yes, it was.
Well,
but
yes.
Who will rid me of this turbulent priest?
Oh, really?
It was 4 nights.
Huh?
Knights of the Round Table.
No, it was 4 nights that Henry II made a possibly offhand comment to that then went and murdered Thomas Becket and that's one thing. That's one of it. That's what simply because there's 4 of them turned up. And
For anyone who does not know that story, be sure to tune back into our last Tolkien stream where Cullen goes into great detail on it and tells you the whole story.
Merlin.
It is Merlin. It is well worth listening to.
Yes, that was last Wednesday.
It was Merlin, yeah.
Stream.
Sorry, Merlin. Yes.
Yeah. Our Tolkien stream. We have one tomorrow, right, man?
Do we? At what time?
Monday, 4 p.m.
Eastern time.
Yeah.
Yes, that is wonderful. That's 3 p.m.
I
Central
got to double
time.
check with Anna because I did, message her to see if she's confirmed or not, but we'll see. Hopefully, we are coming to you live tomorrow as well. We'll finish up the Valaquenta with the Maiar. I know it's short, but it's like.
It's not like there's any Maiar that are important to any part of Tolkien. I mean, come on, seriously. Really? Wait, what?
But
Who?
yeah, the thing is that when we start the Silmarillion proper, I think we should do it on a clean day with nothing else on the agenda. So because that'll probably be 3 parts in and of itself because it's like 30 minutes.
Okay, you know what? Fine. Fine. Be that way then. See if we care.
I don't know. Yeah, Anna may be disappointed. She maybe wants to move on, but it's like I don't
see what happens.
I don't want to
on the
do the Maiar and then just the first part.
We will see what happens on the day.
Yes, we will find out on the morrow. Poor Malachi. He only just got the part.
Oh,
Chief, the prisoner's asking to speak with you again.
Thank you, Zach.
Come on, Zach, give me a break. You know the kind of day it's been. He says it's important. Okay, fine. Send him in. All right, you got 5 minutes.
Say something good.
I was sent to find you. I have a message. Here's a USB drive. Just plug it into your computer. You can trust it.
So they hadn't searched him when they put him in and found it or anything?
Yeah, I believe it will explain everything. Play.
He must have been in an orifice or something.
Oh, God.
Hello,
and
old
then
friend.
We have Sinclair on 4 screens.
Hello, old friend.
It's quadcasting.
It's been a while. Excuse me?
Wait a minute. Did we have...
He paused it. He paused it on It's Been a While. He said play, and then Sinclair showed up and said, hello, old friend. It's been a while. And then he pauses it and looks back at the guy like, the hell is going on here?
And the guy's like, I don't know. I just got hired.
I'm entrusting this message to an associate of mine who has sworn to bring it to you at any cost, including his own life. Because if he dies on the way of bringing it to you, he can definitely make sure it gets there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My job on the Minbari homeworld is more than just representing Earth. The president doesn't know about that part yet. And I don't think it'd be wise for you to tell him. There's a great darkness coming, Michael. Some of the Minbari have been waiting for it a long time.
About 1,000 years.
And then they switch scenes. It goes back and forth because the...
By the way, it just occurred to me what the Ranger could have said to Garibaldi
What?
when he first approached him. He could have said, fasten then zip.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would have
that would have done,
away. Yeah.
Just occurred to me. Sinclair could have thought of it at any point in the last year. Anyway, Captain. We intercepted a message from the Narn homeworld to Ambassador Jakar. I wasn't aware I thought we didn't eavesdrop on ambassadors. We don't. This was on an open channel. I think they wanted us to hear it. The Centauri have launched a full-scale assault on a Narn colony in Quadrant 14. 14? A quadrant with a number higher than 4? The hell's going on around here, Commander? I mean, damn it.
Damn it.
The bearer of this message is one of my rangers. Some are Minbari. Most are humans.
Oh, most?
Most. They've been drawn here. I need to go back to the slide. Sorry, I missed it.
Oh.
They've been drawn here to learn. To learn to work together and prepare for the fight ahead. Pause.
Well, that's Garibaldi.
Yeah, pause. That's why I raised my voice a register, because Garibaldi talks with vocal fry, but a much higher voice and a bit of a New York accent.
Yeah.
We've been here for almost 2 months now, keeping an eye on things. We are an army, Mr. Garibaldi.
Mm-hmm.
We're small, but we're growing. 500 strong and growing.
Oh gosh, that commercial.
when he said we're growing, that commercial popped right into my head.
We grew up listening to that commercial. That's why.
10 million strong and growing. An army needs weapons. Are they coming through here? No, but we do have friends here. And that's all I can say for now. Resume. Their job for now is to patrol the frontier, to listen, to watch, and return with reports too sensitive to entrust to regular channels. They are my eyes and ears. Where you see them, you see me. The first reports... Oh, the first reports from Quadrant 14 were confused, sir. They weren't sure who was attacking, but the returning fighters confirmed that Centauri warships were leading the assault. What about our people? There were over 250,000 of us there. There were heavy casualties. Most were killed in the first few minutes of the assault. Most of those killed died in the first few minutes of the assault. As for the survivors, you know how the Centauri are. Now that they've taken control, I doubt we'll see any of them again. I don't understand how they could have destroyed our defenses so quickly. I'll report more when I learn of it. He knew. Oh, you got a clip. Yes.
I do have a clip, and it's a hairy one.
He knew.
Yeah, this is where Jakar kind of loses his cool, although who could blame him?
Understandably.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to play it the same way, which means I go over here, and then I go over here, and I say everything I'm doing as I do it, because that's the way I am.
Is your clip launching method different from last time?
Well, because they're longer, I had to do it. But I am going to just drag and drop the other ones in so they'll be quicker the next time.
I reached out my hand. He betrayed me. He knew! And he betrayed me!
Whoop. Yep, it's almost like he played me like a puppet.
That was the ultimate table flip.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, let me get these back up.
That's why Mollari didn't say anything. He was going to get flipped.
Yeah, I'm gonna do these, the next ones, the way I normally do them, because now they're small enough. I
If
just had
Mollari-
to have a pause button.
If Mollari had done what I suggested, Jakar would have had no reason to flip anything at that point. He would have been
Very true.
confused, like, but I bought him a drink. Why wouldn't he drink with me? That's so strange.
Well,
And he wouldn't have felt quite as betrayed when the truth came out.
Still, all
Yeah.
those people were killed, so it's almost
Yeah.
like. But he should also be like, "What the hell? I thought this emperor was different. What's going on?"
Not to
Well-
mention, again, Londo took a drink with him when he knew what had happened.
He was
Mm.
afraid
Still
of
drank
Jakar.
with him.
He was
No.
afraid of him, or else he would
No.
have gotten flipped.
No, he would not have. He could have said, "I'm sorry, Jakar. I appreciate the drink. I appreciate the.
But you saw in the moment,
I
he
appreciate
was
the
kind of
salute,
afraid.
but I cannot drink with you. Put the drink down and walk away." Jakar would have been like, "What the what?" And then when he found out what happened, he'd be like, "So that's why he wouldn't drink with me. And well, he should not have. Well, I'm still going to kill him." But he wouldn't have had the excuse of, "He betrayed me."
It still would have been shitty.
Yeah,
I
he
think.
It
still
still would have been
Yeah.
shitty, but at least
Yeah.
Londo would have retained a shred
Yeah,
of
but
honor.
he was afraid. Remember, you saw the way he looked when Jakar.
Yeah,
came
he
up
was
to him.
ready
He
to
was-
run away, try to get
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I don't think no,
Like,
no."
All right, he wasn't thinking clearly. I'll grant that.
Mhm.
In the name of our friendship, I ask that you give them every courtesy and cooperation. I wish I could tell you more. Wish I could warn you. But the others don't think it's time yet. Stay close to the Morlon
Oh, that'll help.
and watch out for shadows. They move when you're not looking at them.
He's like, what the hell did he just say that?
I'll be a son of a...
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yo, they're in the Ambassador Wing.
Yeah.
We need help fast.
It's
Zach. Zach.
It's
all right.
Jakar.
And then we have our last bit of slides. We're almost
Hurry.
done.
Come on.
Yeah.
Wait,
I know.
the odd thing about that, the thing where strikes me with the Rangers, is we find out later that actually the Rangers were Minbari. They've been Minbari Rangers for hundreds of years. It's just that they're now running out of favour, which is why they end up bringing humans in.
Yeah.
I thought these
But-
were... I thought these were specifically Sinclair's Rangers who are mostly
No.
human.
No, there were Rangers. The Analyst Shock have been around. If you think when we see when we get, I don't have done it yet, but 10
Weren't they
years ago,
established with the council, Colin?
well, if you think there's the Ranger, the Analyst Shock are in not in the they're in the beginning. The Rangers, because but
the pilot.
But yeah, not the pilot, not the gathering. In the beginning,
Oh.
the one where we see the Earth Minbari War.
You mean
but-
later when Delenn has to do the quickening or whatever they call that?
No,
Yeah.
The dreaming?
first. Yeah, no, the first movie. The first movie where we see when we see Sheridan. Yeah. There is, but what's happening is that because as we've seen, on and off, the Minbari are sort of getting bored. It's been 1,000 years, nothing's happened, etc. The Rangers are less and less important than they were. But the
Ardent Party just proved my point.
Really?
I'm not going to say more because I don't want to spoil too much because we're not going to get there until another 12 episodes. But yeah.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Probably, yeah.
Those who know.
Yeah.
Valen founded the Rangers in the Earth year what?
1260.
Valen.
Give or take.
1260.
But
Yeah,
we'll
which is 20
we'll get to that eventually.
Valen was Guido de Arezzo.
No.
No.
Guido de Razzo, get it right, man. Come on, mangi.
Well, this is Jakar here, body
Indeed,
slamming
throwing a
somebody.
security guy.
That's what he was going to do to Londo. Yeah. Yeah.
No, Mollari, not Londo. Mollari!
Yeah. Oh, what's that there? Oh, yeah, he's throwing.
It's another security guy is throwing.
Yeah.
And he's saying Mollari. I mean,
Yeah.
Mollari! That's not too loud, is it?
No, it's good.
It
It's
works.
good.
Okay, good. That's
But
far
we
enough.
do-
Go to your quarters and no charges will be pressed. I mean, Jakar, you will go to your quarters and you will go now.
They're doing it to us again. Step aside, Sheridan. I won't let this happen. Not again.
Then you're going to need all the help you can get. Set one foot in Ambassador Mollari's quarters, you'll be either dead or gone. Either way, you won't help your people.
They'll kill everyone. Don't you understand? They've done it before. They'll kill everyone.
Then you're going to have to decide what's more important to you, Jakar. Revenge or saving the lives of your people?
Wall.
Stupid wall! No, leave him alone. Just leave him alone.
Poor guy, man.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, we don't do the scene justice. It was good. But I can't. I guess maybe I could
I
have
know.
paused it periodically. I just don't want to risk him.
No. And honestly, most people watching have seen the show. They know the
Oh,
scene.
Yeah.
I'm doing it the best. I'm doing it the best I can. I apologize to anyone for thinking I'm not doing it enough justice, but I'm trying my best.
Yeah,
You're doing a
on your
great
own.
job, Dutch. But
I
that's why
appreciate it.
yeah, we're just all fans here. It's just an excuse to talk about a show we love, and
It's okay. Easy.
It's okay. Easy. You should try and save your strength. I haven't yet become arrogant enough in this show. Is there anything you want? I would very much like to have seen a Vorlon.
oh,
Kind of like Merlin. He would very much like to have seen Montana.
what?
The Hunt for Red October.
Yeah, I know.
Sam Neill. I would like
Lee,
to have seen Montana.
The interesting thing I think is the way they cut it. It's almost as if Sheridan, as if the Doctor turns into a Vorlon.
As if Franklin turned into a Voron. Yeah.
Yeah,
Vorlon.
Well,
he
you
shuts
see the
he
shadow.
shuts his eyes, the shadow, and that's it. Yeah.
Then you see, what is this?
In fire.
Shockwave from the
I mean,
Transformer.
Yeah.
in fire.
No, he's asking, how will this
Yeah,
end?
and I'm answering.
Yeah, well,
In fire.
Why would you tell that to a dying man?
Because
he asked.
it's the truth. Why would you lie to a dying man?
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Now, maybe afterwards we didn't get to see maybe Kosh just says so. Anyway, how's it going? Looks like you're kind of dying. I don't know. I hope it goes well. We'll see you on the other side.
How would he know that Kosh had any insight into the future? He's never met a Vorlon before.
Because he's heard the stories. He's heard many stories about Vorlons. He said so.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
And
right.
by the way, all the guys that they sent into Vorlon space,
Never returned.
it's a paradise there. Why would they return?
Mm.
Like, okay, I'm staying. Hell yeah.
Yeah, a lot of redheads there.
Oh God.
Yeah, you know what the mating call of the blonde is, right?
Oh,
I'm so drunk.
oh
The mating call of the brunette is, well, it could be two things. Either, has that damn blonde left yet? Or, I said I'm so drunk. The mating call of the redhead. Next.
Oh boy.
You guys are just wanting trouble. That's
Don't blame
all.
me.
I'm not.
Yes. You're just looking for trouble, guys.
Oh, look, I found it.
And so what is this? Is this a Centauri clock?
No, it's
Ardent
the seal
party?
of the Earth Alliance.
Ardent party. Hay is for
Oh.
horses.
A is for horses. Huh?
Hey,
By the way,
he says he's a redhead.
You guys know what gay horses eat, right?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Hey.
When you went to get a drink earlier, I think you got something with a little bit of alcohol.
I am not that drunk. I barely drank 2 drinks so far.
Okay, well,
I
let's
hope
finish
it's
before we get to the
probiotic.
third.
That's crazy.
Let's finish before you get
got
to the
talked
third.
over, but horses eat hay. Gay horses eat hay.
Ardent Party and I are in agreement. I hope whatever it is you drank is probiotic and gives you the runs.
I don't get those anymore. I found out that fried potato products do that to me.
Yeah, but at least probiotics do it in a healthy way. You're cleansing. At least if you're going to get the runs, it might as well be for cleansing purposes.
I don't like them. No, thank you.
What makes you think you can trust the source of what?
What makes you
This
think you can
source.
trust the source of yours? Let's just say it comes highly recommended. You're holding something back. Yes, sir. Why? I gave my word. You're asking me to accept sensitive information without any idea where it comes from. I could order you to tell me. If I told you, you'd never trust me with anything confidential, knowing that someone above you could order me to talk.
Good point.
All right, go on. Since New Year's, we've been hearing about another major race on the prowl.
On the prowl.
My sources tell me the rumors are true. There may be some link to the Centauri government. Who or what that link is, I don't know. But they're definitely getting support. And do you think this other race was behind the assault on Quadrant 14? It's possible. If it's true, they won't want that information to get out. Information? All we have is supposition. Sheridan's rule number 29. Always make your opponent think you know more than you do. That, by the way, follows Sheridan's rule number 28. Never let your opponent know how much information you have. Now, if your source is right, we may be able to play a bluff.
So, yeah, this is where they're setting up the thing they pull in the council chambers later, basically.
Playing a bluff. Majesty, we have wonderful news. We have retaken the Narn colony in Quadrant 14. It fell within a matter of hours, and not one of our people was hurt or killed in the process. All of Homeworld is rejoicing. We are again what we should be. All we lack is your blessing.
Ugh.
You stupid son of a... Get up away from me.
And
You
then he pulls this one.
come here.
Yeah, whispers, and he dies. And there you go. Franklin gets to call it.
What did he say? He said, continue. Take my people back to the stars.
How did the telepaths allow
Of
him
course
to get away
they-
with that?
What
they
would
don't
they
have
do
power.
now? If they tried anything, they'd be killed. They know better. They're
But
like,
they're on Babylon 5. They could request asylum.
it wouldn't matter. They would die. They know how the Centauri work.
We haven't even seen them talk. We don't know that they can talk.
That's
All we
also
know,
true.
we don't know that they can read anybody's minds other than their own.
They'd have to be able to talk
the
because
Emperor.
otherwise they wouldn't be able to communicate what
Actually,
they
yeah,
know.
this is true. Yeah, so yeah, this is true.
Yeah, they're just smart enough not to talk because they're
Well,
like,
they just hear.
well,
all right,
the
he
Emperor's
lied.
dead. Yeah, they're like, well, the Emperor's dead. Nothing we say is going to change anything now. Let him lie. Fine.
Yeah, we're about
is
to
true
just
about
be retired anyway.
Or assigned to a new emperor, one or the other.
Oh, that's true. I guess they can be reassigned, or maybe they were read. Just
especially
for
if they
that
keep
one.
their mouths shut.
Well,
Yeah, I
them
mean,
knowing what the Emperor was really thinking, I wouldn't even go back to my home world. I would talk to Sheridan's like, requesting asylum. This is what happened.
Well, I don't think that's even an option for them.
Because they're likely to get killed anyway back on Centauri Prime.
I don't know. I mean, if you think about it, it depends. But I mean, if they're raised as a group of 4,
Yep.
then unless there's another group of 4 being raised to replace them, they are almost irreplaceable.
I would say so. Yeah.
Don't know.
And I would think there would be another group being raised as
Yeah, there probably will be,
but
yeah.
they're probably like 10 at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to have 4 telepaths
Raised since birth.
Yeah, raised since birth.
Raised together since birth.
Exactly. Yeah.
And given these girls look like they're in their 30s, I would say again around 10.
Yeah.
Mollari, what did he say really? He said, "We are all damned." It doesn't. Okay, that says both. In the episode, he says all.
I thought he said both.
No, I watched it before the show
Yeah,
started.
you've seen it.
We are all damned. Yep.
Huh?
I thought to myself, should have said both, but we are all damned. Well, it is a small enough price to pay for immortality. You'd like to think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, so he's already thinking about immortality. And it's like, what?
He's thinking about his mortality, that dream he keeps having.
Yeah, but I was like, Refa, why is he thinking immortality?
Because once you become emperor, you are therefore immortal, just like the Egyptians.
Well, Turhan just died. That's not true.
The thing is, if you're immortal, then damnation is not a problem because you can't be damned until you die.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, why does he think he's going to be immortal?
The Egyptian pharaohs thought themselves to be gods.
That's
when they died, they became immortal.
I think Lord Refa thinks he's going to do.
And they still had to face Mott.
I think Lord Refa was just going to think he was going to make history and be immortal that way. You know, he's a megalomaniac.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Refa intended to be emperor himself.
I think he was shooting for the throne.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean,
it sounds like something that Cartagia would say, but then he thought that he was going to get some perks from these,
Well,
that's later, but anyway. So he's
interesting.
there.
I was just thinking. I was watching something on. I hadn't realised, but I was watching earlier on. It was today or yesterday. A retrospective of the Tommy Lee Jones Harrison Ford movie of Dr. Richard Kimball, The Fugitive. The Fugitive. And in the original series, in one of them, was it in the film? I think it must have been in the movie. The one-armed man had a remarkable resemblance to Jakar.
Yeah.
It was Andreas Katsoulis actually played the one-armed man.
Mm-hmm.
In either I think it must have been the movie because he can't have been in. I don't think he can have been in the original.
Yeah, it was in the film The Fugitive. with Harrison Ford.
Yeah, because I don't think I've
Andreas
ever seen
Katsulas.
Yeah.
You didn't know that before?
No, I don't think I've ever seen the film. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh God, may I recommend it to you? It is actually an incredibly good movie. I can't remember the actor. Tommy Lee Jones as Marshall Gerard is phenomenal. The sequence alone where he and Harrison Ford they finally meet face to face is just it gives you goosebumps. It's such an incredible scene, and that's just one scene of what is really a phenomenal movie.
Yeah. No,
and it has Andreas Katsulas in it.
Yeah, I thought we had already mentioned that.
We have
the beginning of our Babylon 5, but
we did.
Maybe it was but that's okay. I mean, it's worth mentioning again, Mr. Montana.
So Ardent Party told a different variety of a joke I've heard before. Also, 3 women are standing in line at the grocery store, and they're all pregnant. The first woman says, "Well, I know from the way my husband and I had sex that I'm going to be having a girl." And the second woman says, "Oh my God, that is so amazing, because I know from the way my husband and I had sex that we're going to have a girl." And the third woman starts crying, just pitifully. And they're both like, "What's the matter?" And she looks at them and says, "I'm going to have puppies."
Oh God.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Hey, Ardent Party started it.
Ambassador.
Ambassador, we think we have an idea of how we can help. I've called a council meeting. I hope you'll come. Sheridan. I will attend. Thank you for stopping me.
Yeah.
Nod. Ambassador Mollari, what about the Narn civilian population? I'm told there are over 250,000 of them at the colony. Now, will you let them return to the Narn homeworld?
You see, Kosh is there now.
Arden, you're perfectly correct. We all know that the first blonde joke was Jennifer Lawrence.
I'm afraid we can't do that, but I am sure that my government will find some productive activity for them.
Yeah.
Forced labor camps.
And
Door opens. The car enters. Simple retraining. We have no desire to misuse anyone.
Retraining. We got to retrain you in the Centauri ways of living your life.
I should mention that I have just received permission by my government. Doesn't he mean from his government?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. He'd been given permission by who received it from, yeah.
Yeah, to send observers to the colony. Their job will be to monitor the treatment of civilians. They are not welcome. We're sending them anyway. Unless you'd like to try to shooting down an Earth Force transport. Personally, I'd advise against it. My people aren't looking for another war, but they don't take kindly to being shot at. The observers will assess the situation, interview the survivors, and put together a full report, including as much as they can find out about how the colony was conquered so quickly. I'm sure we'd all be interested to find that out, Ambassador. And trust me, if those observers do go there, they will find out.
Arden, Scott, I'm afraid I don't actually, I don't very often pay attention to what hair colour the jokes are.
I believe
I can fly.
I believe that I may be able to convince my government to allow the colony's civilian population to leave the area and safely return to the Narn homeworld as a gesture of goodwill that would remove the need for observers from Earth. Would it not? Would you not agree, Captain? Under those conditions, yes. I'm sure your gesture of goodwill will be appreciated for what it is, Ambassador.
And you've just confirmed Sheridan's suspicions about the you having partners.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's just such a wonderful line. It's like, I'm sure we'll appreciate it for what it is. And you and I both know what it is, you snake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ambassador Jakar. Before coming here, I received a communique from my government. For 100 years, 120 actually, the Centauri occupied our world. Devastated it. And thank you for not saying decimated, criminy God. We swore we would never let that happen again. This attack on our largest civilian colony has inflicted terrible damage and loss of life. They have crossed a line we cannot allow them to cross. As a result, 2 hours ago, my government officially declared war on the Centauri Republic. Our hope for peace is over. We are now at war. Sorry.
Do we get the shadow theme now?
It just occurred to me, actually, Dutch. There is a way in which the numbers could be correct. When you looked up, it gave dates in Earth calendar, right?
Yeah.
Well, if the Narn year is slightly longer than the Earth year, 109 years could be 120 Earth years.
True. But they're not.
Cycle is not Drazi week. It's Drazi year, which is 1.2 Earth years. You're willing to keep the purple Drazi in there for that long? Okay.
Truthfully, Ardent Party, you and I are correct. Decimation did originally mean 1 in 10, but it's honestly been lost to history, and decimation does mean devastation these days.
Oh, it's also used for audio effects and stuff.
Decimation?
Yeah.
Do you know the origin of it?
Yeah, the Roman
Romans,
legions.
Yeah.
They kill
Who doesn't know that?
person.
In this chat, I mean.
And that's why
brutal.
That's why people would just, try to change order and make sure you're not the 10th.
Yeah.
And the unfortunate death of the Prime Minister so soon after the Emperor has had the effect of tilting the balance of power back home. Several competing families have been neutralized, leaving the Emperor's nephew to claim the throne. Oh, good, Cartagia. Yeah, nothing bad could happen with that schmuck.
Nope.
A young man who feels as we do about the future.
Yeah, an emperor who could just as easily be played by John Hurt.
Caligula, anyone? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
To look up like ladies' skirts and everything.
Yeah, Party. I had a friend back in my old hometown who every Halloween would throw a party, and really good parties. But eventually, he would get utterly shite-faced and insist that we all come downstairs to the theater, and we would watch for him to show Caligula with John Hurt. And he would always start with the orgy scene. And it was like, I don't want to see that, man.
Do you mean the John Hurt or do you mean Malcolm McDowell?
I meant Malcolm McDowell. I apologize. You were talking I, Claudius.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah, I prefer the I Claudius version myself.
Why was this a tradition in this house?
Because he was a sick son of a. I couldn't tell you. I
what's
just
his name?
wow.
Yeah, that Roman emperor was like that. He
Yeah.
even
And
had like
it was the Malcolm
kids.
McDowell movie.
yeah.
He was like our leaders today.
But there was a joke on a program we had, the Topical News comedy show called Not the 9 o'clock News, and it went something along the lines of, was it John Gielgud? I don't know. It's a long time since I've seen the film, but there's a very famous, very well-known British actor. One of the sirs said he's apologised for appearing in the show, Caligula, and he says there was no mention of sex or violence when he read the original paycheck.
Yep. Babylon 5. In Fire. I'm saving that clip for the future. The In Fire clip. Oh, but here, I like how Veer refuses to put away the glass of Refa, and then he has to put it down on his own damn table.
For the first time in 100 years, Ambassador, our people are on the right track again. Yeah, how about not?
Yeah.
And we have you to thank for it. Yeah, thanks a lot, Londo.
Yeah.
It's like you thought that you would just be behind the scenes?
You will find the new Emperor's gratitude most rewarding. Good day, Mollari. Good day, Refa. And everywhere I've ever seen Refa spelled, it's R-I-F-A, not R-E-F-A.
Well, all I have to go on.
I know.
I think it's on the
well, wait a minute.
REFA, but
hold on. Well, I'm not going to go back to that slide, but the credit slide at the beginning.
The credits do show R-I-F-A.
Oh,
do
it
they?
is?
I thought it was
Yeah.
REFA.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, it's like the Latin pronunciation Refa, not Refa.
Exactly. I'm surprised. You could have asked to be named to the royal court. It would have put you in position to become emperor yourself someday.
Oh, he already knows he's going to be emperor.
That's what you want, isn't it? And here is where we get the explanation. Oh, go back. You had a clip there to play.
Oh, I missed it.
He remembers the dream and then tells Veer, I have no desire to be emperor. And he doesn't. No, I prefer to work behind the scenes. The reward is nearly as great, and the risk far, far less. Yeah. No one thinks of assassinating the ambassador. They always think of assassinating the emperor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to thank you again for your help.
Oh.
This is the Ranger to Garibaldi.
Mm-hmm.
You may have saved the lives of...
No,
No, that's Garibaldi talking.
Yeah.
I want to thank you again for your help. You may have saved the lives of 250,000 Narns. So then you will give us the cooperation we need? On one condition. I want you to keep me informed as to what you and the other Rangers hear. We got a war on our hands, and we can use all the information we can get. Consider it done, as long as you keep our presence here a secret. You got a deal. One last thing. Who else, aside from me, does anybody else know you're here? Just one other. And if you're the investigator I think you are, you can already figure out who it is.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, old friend.
See her? Does she? Oh, she puts a crystal in.
Hello, old friend. Yep.
Yeah, it's audio though. So
you gotta. Well, we can presume it's a video. We don't
yeah.
see the screen, but she's looking at something.
I know. I was just telling our audience because they might be like, "Well, how come we don't see these?"
You gotta love how people just trust these crystals and just plug them into their computer. There couldn't possibly be any malware on it.
Well, I don't know. I was thinking about that earlier when you said it, but then again, it may be that the computers are sufficiently advanced.
No,
Maybe.
I don't know.
In the credits,
maybe,
the opening credits, William Forward as Refa is spelled Refa.
I thought it was.
That's where I got the spelling from. I go with the credits, not the spelling.
Huh. Again, everything I've ever seen written about it says RIFA.
That was in your I mean, no, that's how I see it in my head too. And I'm always like, oh, E? And Mollari was always one L in my head, but I see two L's more than once now, multiple episodes. I'm like, damn it. But I don't know. I'd have to look at the theme. I got to look at the theme again to see there. If it...
Babylon Project says REFA.
They should have called him Refa.
Yep, everything says E. Can't believe I didn't get that right.
Well, you're mortal.
This now makes 3 times I've been wrong.
Well, folks,
Mollari's double LEB as well.
Yep,
yeah,
double L.
That's what I've been seeing is double L.
There's something
Someone
struck me. There was something that struck me about the thing where he's saying, don't tell anybody about us. The Rangers. Yeah, it's just the guy who's wearing an obvious uniform and a very, very distinctive jeweled badge.
But don't tell anyone we're here.
Yeah. Very good point, Colin. Yeah, he is definitely
like Section 31. We're such a top secret unit. We apparently have our own com badges.
Who?
Yes.
Bureau 13?
Oh god.
No, Section 31 in
from
right. Bureau 13.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Bureau 13 was just one episode in Babylon 5. I don't think
it was also a role-playing game.
No, I say Bureau 13 was a role-playing game series of books. It was just 13, I think. Was it 13?
Yeah.
They did call it Bureau 13, but got rid of it because of the game, didn't they? Yeah.
Alrighty then. So next week we're going to do a quick little summary of Gropos, and then we're moving on to
All Alone in the Night.
All Alone in the Night.
All Alone in the Night.
Alone in the Night, and that is where
250,000 people.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes.
And I'm trying to remember.
Sorry.
Now, what is? I'm trying to remember what
Lawrence
that
can
one
play it.
is. But I don't.
But I can hum it.
Get it out. I don't want to. What is in that episode again?
What? All Alone in the Night? Sheridan gets kidnapped.
Oh, that's right. By.
Or rather,
that one.
Abduction.
By the scribes.
By the way, abduction versus kidnapping. Kidnapped means abduction with a ransom. Abduction means taking with the intent to keep.
Well,
for those
for a little while.
Well, for any amount of time. Kidnapping deliberately means, or specifically means, with a ransom.
All right.
That's the difference between kidnapping and abduction.
That's a good thing to know. I wouldn't want to abduct someone and then say I'm kidnapping them, because then,
You couldn't unless you made a demand for a ransom.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't want to get it wrong. Someone would
Indeed
say
not.
no ransom. You're not kidnapping.
Correct.
Yeah. And then I'd be embarrassed. All righty. Well, thank you all for joining us, folks, and thank you, Colin, for staying up so late with us. It was a bit longer. I'll try to be a little more shall we say, efficient next time. But this was a doozy of an episode. A lot of these things I knew we'd be tearing it apart, and we needed the subtitles to be able to talk about what was actually said.
Yeah, if we could have started closer to 6 o'clock, it would have been better. But Brune had a lot to cover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been going for 3 hours. Wow.
Yep.
And 15 minutes. 16 now.
So we're going to call it a night. 3:16.
It is a night.
Oh, what a night. Late.
All right. One more joke. 2 drums and a cymbal fall down a cliff.
Oh, no.
Ba-dum-ts.
Oh, okay. It's a safe joke. Okay.
And finally, here are some completely gratuitous pictures of penises to annoy the censors and to hopefully spark some sort of controversy, which it seems the only way these days to get the jaded, video-sated public off their fucking asses and back in the sodding cinema.